Welcome back to Multi-Mayhem, where we're back with Splatoon 2!
We're waiting for an Aiden. I don't know if I have the will to play right now.
If you need any updates on what we did last week, booyah!
He's now an Octoling.
You know, I'm glad I actually called an end to this series. Not because I want an end to this series, but because,
We're running out of shit.
well, no, the final update has either already passed or is going to pass this month. They won't be updating this game anymore, unless, patch updates.
Ah, great.
So there are no new weapons after this. Only maybe new gear, I think. And Splatfests. Till summer. Why? Did you really like this game?
I honestly thought they were just gonna run it longer.
It's my birthday, nerdy Sagittarius, or is it Sagittarius? Smash! This right here is my pretty boy swag. What?
Don't need a fuck.
H H H H H H H H H H H H H H. Macaroni. God, what? We're saying things weird. Smash. I unlock my parental controls. What? A happy and warm salmonid. Happy Christmas. So festive.
I know someone that put Christmas as cry.
I don't even.
CRAS.
No, I mean, like, I don't even for, like, most of these posts.
Neither do I, Chirp. Neither do I.
Microphone, point at me, not point away from me. Thing. La 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 la. Ooh. I'll take that. Cause it's a thriller.
So, Chirp, on this question.
Yeah.
When you get Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu tomorrow,
Yes?
do you want me to dump all of my Pokemon towards you so you just have the entire Pokemon?
No?
Would you like a shiny Mewtwo?
Why? Do you have a spare Mewtwo?
No, the only way to get shiny Mewtwo in the not is having the shiny charm and then like save quitting when you encounter it. So like you go through.
Okay, so you want to trade me all the Pokemon so I can get the shiny charm early?
Yes.
Okay, fair.
But I'm not. But basically, it's like you trade me one. You trade me like just a random Pidgey, and then like I trade you Pokemon, and then Then we trade that Every Pokemon I trade back for a different one, and then we keep go.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I know. I understand. You're not trading to keep. You're just trading to give me the shiny charm.
Yep, and which. Huh. Oh, well, that's concerning.
What?
I don't know how the... Like, can you stop the evolution between, like, Kadabra turning into Alakazam?
If you press B, yeah, why?
Okay, I was just making sure, because...
I mean, unless they changed it in this version.
Well, no, you can you can stop it. It's just that I'm asking because I don't really know because
Well, in previous games, you just press B to cancel.
okay, and also would me sending you like Kadabra give you both the thing for Kadabra and
Yes, because it would evolve on my end, so I would first get Kadabra, then it'll evolve. That's just how it works.
okay, good because yeah, they're essentially I have enough Pokemon to do all of it, so I just need you to make sure like one set of them doesn't evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Aiden said he'll be here soon.
Okay. I'm just buying gear anyway. Why do I feel like I have enough money I could buy out the entire gun store?
What?
I think I have enough money to buy out the entire gun store.
Nice.
For, like, no reason whatsoever. Hold on. Before. Yeah, I do. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Because why not? I got nothing better to do with that money anyway.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Kiwi. Hey, what brings you here?
Nothing.
Okay.
What brings you here?
I'm streaming.
A likely story.
I'm looking at his Twitch. He's apparently streaming.
I have every single game that I can unlock right now. Minus the single-player ones.
Yay.
Happy holidays. Eight. The hell kind of face is that? Selfie with me? Pizza? It's time.
Pizza.
Pizza! Pizza! I wish that there were more hairstyles with thinner tentacles. That's not how that works. Epic. When you splat in space, does it push you backwards?
If you do what?
Splat in space. God, it's freezing out here. It must be like 20 or something. 56. Wait, what? That... what? Good for you, I guess. I don't get the need for people to push their stuff on. What really isn't a social platform?
What really isn't a social platform?
The conductor's hat just rests like aloft my giant afro.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I wonder what else hat does that.
Wouldn't be able to tell you.
This one? No, it pushes it down. Dang it, there aren't any mini hats that... it looks so weird.
In reality, I'm actually here to stream.
Say what?
I'm here to stream.
Oh, okay.
I'm streaming my game right now.
What's your game?
The Pinball Arcade.
Oh, okay.
I'm streaming, so therefore I should be here.
Is this a statement as to us making a secondary streaming channel?
You're making a secondary streaming channel?
No,
No, I think it's a case. I think it's a case of he also wants to talk to people.
Oh, okay.
I'm so lonely.
Welcome to my world.
I'm actually not streaming.
Okay.
A likely story.
You know what? This combo looks kind of cool.
Somebody order a couple of loons?
I was already here, so no, not really.
Are they raving?
Well, we're here anyways.
Ayo.
Oh, hey.
Hello. Okay, we might have to turn on the TV.
Oh, yes.
Because
I
they
can
could
do that.
probably hear it on their end.
Very much so.
All right, is that okay?
Is that better?
Yeah. What do you think of my new gear?
I can't see it. I don't have Twitch open. Let me see.
It's, interesting.
Interesting. I'm guessing that has the hugest quotation marks you could put behind it.
No, it all seems very thematically, similar?
Okay. Oh, that is a cool jacket available at GrizzCon.
Oh, yeah.
But Terp, you're not a biker.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got a scooter.
I meant that's not a biker helmet. That's what I meant to say.
It could be.
Okay, so while I wait.
There are biker helmets like that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I see.
It's one of those bikers that drives the little Y cycles.
It's not
Oh,
a Y
yes,
cycle.
I know what you're
It's a
talking
scooter. It's like a heavy-duty scooter.
I know what you're
You mean a
talking
trike?
about.
No?
Well, that's what my dad's motorcycle is. It's a trike. It has one wheel in the front and two wheels in the back. The only other...
I didn't say motorcycle, I said scooter.
Oh.
It's a heavy e-bike. Like, I can go off-roading with this e-bike. The tires are very wide.
Is it a moped?
Yes.
It's the Mr. Scooty from Mario Kart 8.
It's an e-bike.
Scooty Puff Jr.
Those are some short shorts.
Who wears short shorts? I wear short shorts.
Where the fuck is my remote for my fan?
You know what? Since I've got nothing better to do, I'm gonna stay with this because we're not going to be doing competitive not competitive, fighting anyway.
Yeah, alright.
If only we
Stands for Smash.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not
were
happening.
doing a Splatfest.
No, this is assist. No, this is an assist trophy.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be a good reference.
If only we were doing Salmon Run tomorrow, we could actually try the ruins of Arc Polaris.
Oh, maybe we could do it next week. We still have 4 weeks left.
Well, that's if they show it off.
Yeah,
there's
by the
the-
way, Aiden, starting next week, we're going to be doing Smash Brothers in the mix, so it's going to be 3 shots at 2-hour games.
Yeah, sure. Works for me. Okay. Friends. I'll create.
I'm making the room right now.
Okay.
So you're doing Salmon Run first?
Yeah, we usually only do Salmon Run.
Yeah, we're kind of, pardon the pun, salty about the whole playing for fun aspect anymore.
I mean, I still do it. I still go into turf wars and I still play, but
It's like there's less risk of salt with it if you're playing co-op, I guess.
Yeah, it's just there are far too many tryhards playing these days now. Like all the regular players or the casual players have like long since abandoned this game, I guess, or something. Or they're doing this pretty much similar as us. They're just doing Grisco instead because I don't know. Like it's just gotten way too aggressive on even just the regular matches.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like you just want to throw your controller.
I think that one of the big issues, not issues, but one of the big things with that is everyone who plays Splatoon has a specific weapon type and a specific loadout that they always play, and that's why they're so experienced with it. They don't experiment with other weapon types. They usually pick a weapon that they really like, and they stick with it until they stop playing the game.
The other thing is that there's no team balancing either.
That's true.
And it doesn't match you based on your rank or anything.
No. One thing I wish they did is they made the teams more evenly spread out. So if you've got like 2 new players and like a whole bunch of other players that are decent and then 2 players that are really good, you'd put 2 average players, 1 new player, and 1 really good player on each team. That would
but the problem with the current way they're going about it is more often than not you're going to see an unbalanced team completely, like where there's all the really good players on one side and all the really bad the really new players on the other side, and it's just like, okay.
or it's the other case where you're on a team where they're all the same, where they're all the same weapon, and then every other player on the other team has like a weapon that is more advantageous against that weapon type specifically. That is more of a roll of the dice, and you can't really control that. But
Brendan, you joining us?
I've been on a team where we were all ink brushes, and we had to fight a team that was majorly snipers.
Oh joy, those are always.
To be fair, we did win that fight, but it was a struggle.
All right.
Brendan, you joining us?
I actually did use my bomb throwing to my advantage and actually got a triple kill.
Nice.
Oh, baby, a triple! So Brendan is currently muted, so I guess we're just gonna go ahead for now.
I can do commentary for him.
No, I meant, like,
Oh, thank you.
joining us for, Grisco.
Aw, lame.
So
I
do you
just
think,
want to pretend that I was playing as him, and then I'd say like, "Oh no, you got me! Go, Tim, go!"
I think Sid,
It's co-op, not competitive.
who's like isn't getting any more updates. It's going to be done with new major updates soon. You think there's a chance like maybe they're planning the next year or two to launch a Splatoon 3 still on the Switch?
Possibly.
I doubt it.
I mean, like it would be one way to kind of get the online player base going again. If they just kind of get a fresh start and maybe like have some new characters, new weapon stages and stuff.
I don't disagree with you, but sometimes some people or some companies want to like step away, kind of thing. It's
That's
like they've been working on this thing non-stop for like since Splatoon 1 released. Like the moment the stuff for Splatoon 2 ended, or Splatoon 1 ended, Splatoon 2 like released.
Yeah, and it's, it feels like, I mean, like, I know that Nintendo's kind of tends to be pretty averse to trying to pump out new installments every year or two, since that's not, they're not a Ubisoft, so,
Yeah.
it's, I mean, like, the point of, like, a new Mario Kart or a Smash is that it'll be good enough to, like, it'll be good and have enough longevity to last for the system's entire life cycle.
I don't think these guys on the guns know that they can shoot the things on the inside.
It's alright, I took
That
it.
was a nice shot.
I took a gun. So
These guys,
I'll see if I can work with the guns.
yeah, I'm doing the guns too, because I'm not got enough of this.
I've got a Moz on my butt.
Yeah, I see that.
It's alright, I got him. I also got that that umbrella that was jumping around. Okay.
Incoming. On my side.
Ink coming.
Yes. Incoming.
Ha 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 ha. Easy joke is easy. Easy joke is joke.
We were actually just playing Kirby Star Allies earlier since I'd gotten it for Black Friday.
Oh, dude! We want that on our channel!
Oh, it's really fun.
The final update got released too.
Just now.
Yeah, the final update for it got released too just recently.
Oh yeah, I saw they had a new. Yeah, it was a new wave of like you can play as the Witch Sisters now.
Well, not only that, but it's got a new storyline now.
Oh really? I haven't got to try it yet.
You, it's kind of like Meta Knightmare's Revenge, where you get like the upgraded versions of enemies in the main storyline.
I mean, I remember loving it when I played the Meta Knight's Revenge one on GBA. So, yeah.
Oh man, they've been bringing that concept back over and over again in every single.
Especially since, like, the moment they introduced the Galacta Knight, they have refused to let him go.
Yeah, it is, I will definitely say, like, it's a really fun game, but it's definitely at its best when you have even, like, one or when you're not playing it alone.
Yeah, that's another reason why we want to get it, because it's a multiplayer game and you can combine your powers a la, like, Kirby Crystal Shards. Not the same amount, mind you. I really wish they would bring that back.
I will admit though, Andrew and I discovered that like the easiest thing to do to clear out rooms of enemies is literally just have someone turn into stone, and then
Somebody ice them.
They ice with the wind and turn them into a curling stone. They can clear out rooms and be invincible. Like that is like the best power you could ask.
You can just keep knocking him back and forth, and the person
Need some help.
or doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, he was just literally sending me back and forth across the room, and I was taking care of all the enemies. I had no fear of dying because I was invincible as the stone.
I'm invincible!
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I really want to play that on this channel. Like, whenever we get a chance to. Oh, I got the Grisco Brother! Sweet!
Do any of you have it, or?
No, we've been trying to save for it.
Because I could lend Aiden my copy sometime if you wanted to play it sometime later.
Yeah, eventually. Like, right now, we're full up on games, unfortunately, because we're just changing our roster over right now. But that was definitely on our short list, even though we don't have it yet.
But yeah, just let me know, and like, and I can lend it to Aiden for a little while.
I am
Okay.
For a little while. I was about to say, giving you fair warning. Since it's a show, we're probably not giving that back for a while.
Oh, it's not a terribly long game, so so I don't think it would take that many.
It's not. But you have to remember, we're doing like at most 3-hour sittings once a week.
Well, I'll probably be done with it for a good while pretty soon after I've played some of the post-game stuff, so I think it'll be okay.
Oh, you've got tons of time, honestly speaking. You got a lot of things to go through right now.
What game?
Any help?
Kirby's Star Ultra.
Star Allies.
Star Allies, I'm sorry. That was the original game. Like the DS remake of the...
That didn't raise me!
Yeah.
Oh, which is also very fun. Yeah, what's that new Yoshi one coming out next year called?
Yoshi's Crafted World, I believe.
Crafted World. Okay, yeah. I'm curious to see how that turns out. Looks like it'd be fun.
I mean, if it's anything like Woolly World, it's probably going to be great.
Oh yeah, Woolly World is lots of fun.
GG! Blap.
We did it.
Oh man, did you ever play Kirby and the Rainbow Curse on Wii U? That game was fantastic.
I don't like
That was on Wii U. I remember on the
style
DS.
games. Yeah. I don't like the ball Kirby games. I'm just not crazy about them.
I wasn't big on Canvas Curse for DS, but like I tried Rainbow Curse, but like, and I ended up like loving it. It's got like fantastic score. The mechanics feel nicely refined, and like it's sort of, and you've got more of a co-op multiplayer option to help fill it out too. And
Kiwi, there's two versions of the game. There is a DS one, and then there was a Wii U one made later.
Yeah, Rainbow Curse. I'm talking about the Wii U one.
Brendan, you joining us now? Damn it! Okay.
There he is.
Do you want the last one?
Sure.
Yeah.
Props to whoever came up with that username.
Yeah.
Friends? What are these friends?
It's like they're like, are you my friends?
No.
Rapid Blaster, low tide, which direction was it again? That way.
I got the undercover umbrella.
Reminds me of the Rob Prince internet vibe.
No, that's not what I meant.
Dobby give sock?
Wording.
What?
The pronunciation that you did for sock did not sound like sock.
I agree.
Sure. Not my intention.
Yep, got it.
Yeet!
Use
Yeet!
Oh, right, the undercover umbrella is the one that doesn't shoot forwards but protects you.
And shoot and
I go.
Love it.
I got splatted because a co-hook decided not to die.
I'm gonna die. Yep, I died. Ouch! I saw that!
I choose life. I'll be over here.
You know, that with the 3 fly fish that are about, that's probably a smart play.
Yeah, I also choose life.
No thanks, I choose life. Nice.
What is that from? I forget.
The version I'm doing is from Ice Age.
Yeah, yeah, that's
died.
right.
No thanks, but I choose.
Oh my god!
Got a little too trigger happy with that stingray, eh?
Push the button.
Don't worry. I know how it feels.
Explosions!
Don't worry, Brennan. I know how it feels to blow your load too early.
I did that too. Nabbit! Oh well, I got the arrow spray.
Brennan, watch out!
Ah! That's
I
not
jumped out of
Brendan!
that
That's
bullshit.
me! Oh,
No,
Brendan's
I got
there
you.
too. Hi, Brendan. Or should I say chum?
Eh,
I hope you die soon.
propane.
Damn it, you weren't eating.
Hey, come back here. Give me that egg. Wait. He just despawned the egg that he stole?
I actually grabbed the egg.
Why?
I tried to follow the guy and I died, and then you guys died afterwards.
I actually had the egg, Terp.
I think we all died very, very quickly, like, at the same time.
And you were going after one of the stealing Salmonoids that didn't steal the egg.
I couldn't tell!
Okay.
Also, I want that jacket.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pretty cool jacket.
I want that jacket now!
I've already got it.
Oh, apparently I got a jack. Instead. Hey, Kiwi, are you getting Smash Brothers?
I've debated about it. I haven't been too big on Smash, plus the timing and all that. It's a big online thing, but my internet's kind of crap.
Okay. Because we are going to be starting to play that on this channel at this time of the night and week, starting next week. I really hate that, like, everybody has basically, like, spoiled the crap out of the game. So it's effectively, like, a minefield online right now, and it's really frustrating.
Yeah, everything about Smash Brothers Ultimate I'm actually avoiding right now.
I am
I
too.
don't know anything on it.
I've intentionally stayed the hell away. Like, literally, everybody on YouTube's like, how to get your characters early. It's like, why? Wait till it's out first!
Well, to be fair, if you're playing through the game and playing through the story mode, if it's like the Subspace Emissary and Brawl, then you unlock the characters as you play through the story mode.
Yeah, but, like, at least wait for those, like, commentaries till after the game has officially been released. Like, what happened to, like, I don't know, like, not streaming, freaking Let's Players, like, timing, because there used to be, like, an unwritten rule where you, like, waited at least a week before the game was released before doing anything with it.
Basically, it's new people trying to get more views on YouTube so that
Yeah,
they
they're trying to one-up each other, like, we're the first people online to have the information, so come to us first. Like, it's like, really?
in a way, it's kind of like Nintendo making this game in the first place. Like, this is the hugest dick measuring contest that Nintendo has ever taken part in. Like,
No.
this is our ultimate fighting game. Look at all of these characters, all of these stages, look at everything we are offering.
What's worse is the only reason why they have this content right now is because they frigging stole it. Like the only and I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. The only people who should legitimately have this right now are the people who have it for review purposes. And even then, they have an NDA. They're not legally allowed to share the information until the game's been released.
Well, in the case of Nintendo and, like...
Oh, speaking of which, new information regarding Nintendo and
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, we can finally put out all their... Put out most videos without being yelled at for, like...
They don't have a lockdown on it anymore.
That's good.
So we could do Mario Kart!
Yeah. The reason why is because they removed their partnership program.
Oh. I guess
I don't know why.
Working out in the long run.
Well,
Well, yeah,
It-
some people,
keep
started
it-
not posting their shit.
well, no, that's not the only reason. Keep in mind that when they changed it, it was when they changed hands for the Nintendo CEO.
Oh. So the Nintendo CEO was like, okay, enough of this.
Yeah, he probably realized that they were losing a lot of money by just by doing that to people.
Ah!
I find that the older CEOs for Nintendo tend to be very rigid when it comes to stuff, and they try and like
They want to line their pockets.
no, it's not even about money. It's about executive decision kind of thing. They're just very rigid as a company.
Okay, so they're
when-
stiff.
Yeah. They're extremely rigid when it comes to rules and stuff regarding the company in general, and at least it doesn't trickle into the games themselves. That much I'm happy about, but when it comes to like what you are and aren't allowed to do with the games, it starts becoming, you know, like,
Help, help, help!
I'm dead too. Oh, I'm dead.
I nearly died.
My
No.
teammates are dying, not my game.
I saw that! You tried! Ah! Ah, no, it's aimed at me. Sorry, you were saying, Kiwi?
Oh, I got people dying on mine. Oh, my
Alright.
apologies.
I'm just gonna guess Jack has got explosions and he's trying to throw them around like crazy. Ah!
I mean, it's working.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Oh, I got splatted. Stay alive! Stay alive!
Fuck you! Damn it.
Get up! 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 Whee! Ah. Jack's just like standing on the edge.
Oh, glory!
Whee! Bye, guys. Oh man, we cleaned up on that one.
I think it was a smart ploy for me to go over there to deal with some of the crap that was coming our way on the other side.
Yeah. Plus, I didn't get any crap weapons.
They gave Brendan the Hydra Splat one, so...
Jeez.
Yeah, on the worst round for it.
I know, right? I know it's not my fault, but I apologize for that. I know how hard that can be.
Salazar! Salazzle!
Curves.
So, are you two ready to have your face beaten by Kirby?
Normally, I usually get my face pummeled.
Colors we... Oh, yeah, by the way, I will be getting Smash on Friday. Because I've got an appointment on that day, so I'm going to be out and about anyway, so I'm going to go pick it up at Billingsbridge on the way back.
Okay.
So I will have it for Multiplayer Mayhem next week.
We've got 2 steel eels.
Oh, look who's after me.
Only one of them. Behind us.
Yeah, there's a steelhead. Blowing his snot bubbles at us.
Yeah, all I was hearing was... I'm like,
Damn it, Aiden.
Alright, I got him.
Aiden!
What?
I got co-hooked into the water.
Why are you blaming me for that? That's not my fault.
I thought you were like next to me and saw.
No, that was Salazar.
Salazar!
Hi there, Moz.
Kobe.
Oh, back off. Get your own sandwich.
Actually, Andrew, you know the joke that I should have made when we beat Star Allies? Like, and nobody bothered him again until his friends all got killed in World of Light.
Here's the thing: if he can figure out how to time travel, he could just go back in time to the point before everyone
Honestly speaking,
decided to explode, swallowed them all, and then booked it.
honestly speaking, I'm gonna be super disappointed if one of the DLC characters isn't Bandana Waddle Dee.
That would be adorable. I would love that.
I mean, it's definitely possible, and everyone's been talking about it. So
It's the only one of the quartet that has yet to appear as a fighter.
And Bandana Waddle Dee is more versatile than you think.
oh
yeah.
yeah, I've played as him in. I've played as him in.
Turn to Greenland.
Yeah, he's very.
If I die, I'm taking you with me!
Oh, and I got Moz coming after my butt too.
Ah.
Oh, I can
Fun
do
fact,
it too.
apparently the first DLC or something I heard was gonna be Square Enix related.
Gino?
Really?
Maybe Gino, maybe?
It better be Gino!
We don't know. For all we know, it's just Square Enix. It could be a Final Fantasy character. It could be a.
Oh, it could be Bravely Default, actually.
That's
Yeah,
true.
basically.
Probably, yeah.
Because
could be
those
Bravely
games are
Default.
only DS, so...
Yeah, it could be.
Like a sequel, like Bravely Second or something.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's basically-
Bravely Default and Bravely Second, yes.
Okay.
I didn't like the games personally, but that's just me. Because the game pulled a halfway through the game just basically pulled. Oh, yeah, you know that first half of the game that you did? Now we want you to do it again, only harder, and again, and again, and again.
Because you're in a time loop or something.
No, you're traversing between dimensions, but you're appearing in that dimension before those events take place. It's like sliders, basically.
And there's no variation at all.
There's variation, but you still have to fight the same bosses, and it's really freaking boring.
So it's
And-
like a Mega Man game.
Oh, and let me rephrase. It isn't just like you get to refight them and it's like you walk through it. You have to grind to fight them again.
So it's a case of the only guy that barely remembers any of this is the guy that has a stating of the future.
What?
One of the main characters has a journal that basically tells him the events of what's gonna happen.
Yeah, kinda. Also, you want spoilers?
For Bravely Default, I'm probably not going to play it, so go ahead.
Main character you start as, I forget what his first name is, but, Warrior? He's actually dead. Like, you start in a crater, like, trying to find your brother because, you know, like, your entire village just got destroyed, and for some reason you survived. Yeah, you find out later, no, you didn't survive. You're straight up dead.
So then are you playing as, like, a spirit in the afterlife or something?
Basically.
So then what you're saying is the point of the game is... the whole mission of the game is pointless.
So also...
No, okay, so you have... It's not in the afterlife. Like, you're not in the afterlife. You're dead, but your spirit lived on somehow?
Purgatory? Or...
No. You're still in the world. Like, it's the world as you know it, but, like, you died, but you can still make a difference even though you're dead.
Basically, the god decided, like, nah, this spirit's gonna wait here until he fixed one of these timelines.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the plot of Quantum Leap.
No, friends decorate outside their house for Halloween each year. This is not okay.
Except he's not dead. He's just stuck in an endless loop of jumping from time to time, trying to fix all of this.
And that's why I call it something like Sliders, because Sliders does a similar mechanic where you're like, you go from one world to another, and sometimes the differences can be either minute or drastic. And sometimes, like, it'll be like the same... Sometimes the situation will be like exactly the same as the area they left, but it takes, for some reason, it takes place in a different time.
Sure.
So, like, their current time is like the 2000s, but they'll somehow slide into a different dimension that has the same, like, mechanics where the people can slide, except it's like in the 1980s.
Low tide. Nighttime,
yeah.
I think.
It's low tide, yeah. Andrew, they actually gave, Sakurai actually gave an explanation as to why Kirby was the only one to survive.
Warp Star!
I didn't read
No, not just that.
He literally, they considered everything that each character had in their canon, and Kirby was the only one who could escape because of his warp star.
And he's the easiest to play.
Rich, I mean, the warp star is super fast.
Well, I was going to get to that, Brendan, but another reason was there were two other characters that could have feasibly escaped at that point, and it was Palutena and Bayonetta. But the problem is, Palutena and Bayonetta are very technical players and are harder to play.
Yeah,
Kirby is
he's really excessive.
Yes, sir.
And he's also, like, the only one who's actually a main character. Well, okay, Bayonetta's a main character.
You mean a core character?
Yeah, to be fair, though, Kirby was of the original 8, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirby was the only one of the original 8 Smash Bros. That means.
And, you know, it helps that it's one of Sakurai's characters, right?
Oh, yeah. And it's like, it was literally made by, like, HAL Laboratories, so...
Oh yeah, I saw an image on, from Gaijin for one of his next videos on Twitter. Let's just say what I said about Kirby. He might be a thing.
But especially for, like, all players, if they want to play the story mode, like, Kirby's a perfect character to start it off with. Because he can cope with everyone else's powers, and he's just generally here.
What is that person doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
They're literally just running out there getting munched by a...
Then again, Mario was the first
Pause.
piece from his prison, so...
Yeah.
That makes perfect.
Oh, good enough.
They were literally just jumping out the crowd surfing, and, like, expecting it would go well.
Turp, I'm just gonna say this now. This is gonna go into your playlist of thing with you know how on YouTube you have a playlist of games with your mother?
Oh, speaking of, I was planning on getting Mom to react to all the characters on the Smash Bros. Thing, like so many YouTubers have done.
Oh, you mean that thing that like the ProZD video already like made?
Yeah, like, what is his character name? Can you guess?
The answer will shock you, but no.
She actually knows a couple.
Guys, I'm on the other side. Help.
I'm trying. Ugh.
Aiden, I was over here
Dang
trying to
it!
help you. I'm dead.
What? Huh.
Perfect.
Oh, wow, it worked.
No, I got pushed in the water.
Yeah, there was a steel eel on our side that did that.
I got the ride.
Thanks, man.
No problem. You got eggs on the side.
No.
Alright, cool. I got the...
No. Ah! Oh,
Bye,
Jeez
Kiwi.
Louise.
help me.
Derp, you're the only one alive. Aiden,
No, I'm not. I erased Aiden.
Aiden.
Where's everyone?
Down here. Come on. Get up.
Now
Ow.
survive.
Okay, yeah, stay alive. I just dropped in the last egg.
Yay.
Ugh.
We managed that somehow.
Okay.
Apparently the game really wanted to give us the beat stick of
They're
our...
not giving the slow tide again. It's keeping it high tide.
Oh gosh.
At least
They're
we won't
punishing
lose-
us for your mother.
If we die, at least we won't lose points. Okay, it's a steelhead on the other side.
I see him. I'm gonna
Oh, he's
try
coming to you.
get- Yeah, he is. Come on.
I came
Come
over
on.
here in... Up. Here's one of the reasons.
Crap!
Fire!
You know they can hear it, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
And
Oh, Borealis! At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
No.
Are you seriously watching that meme video right now?
Yeah, because it's funny.
I'm so sick of seeing those.
Good lord, what is happening in there? Ah. Go away, steel penis. Get out of here. Oh no.
I am not going to survive this.
Kobe!
There are so many eggs over here, guys. Ah! I survived that somehow! Guys, we need eggs in...
No!
La 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 la.
Here comes a Moz, so...
Okay, we're good. Stay alive.
Help me! Oh, oh. Oh, yeah.
Why are there so many steelheads?
Let me steal the deal.
Let me in the water too. Yay!
Like, I missed my chance when I say like, we need eggs, and I said that's too expensive.
What?
That was from Beauty and the Beast. I need
Oh!
eggs. It's much too expensive. There must be more to this provincial life.
Jeez.
Honest question, how do they even get food in that movie? Or in that universe?
Are you talking about the everyone at the castle?
Yes.
I mean, I guess it was only the beast that needed to eat because he wasn't like an enchanted object.
It's a castle.
And I mean,
They
like,
probably have a lot of amenities there.
yeah, it's
But
Okay, how did they get fresh food?
Hey, look, Andrew, you're in the game.
Yeah, I was about to say.
and Doctor Who.
No, it's and Dr. Ew.
Trademark?
On Doctor.
No, it's Dr. and Donuts.
He needs to be a better father to his son. He is one of the 4 heroes of light that will save Onet.
He also needs to watch his language in the ROM hack.
Oh,
Toby be actually be able to post that on like a ROM site, or no? It's like yeah, no, all this must go.
I mean, it's free. He's not charging money for it. It's fine, but you
Yeah,
won't be able to like post that on like actual like Switch games or something because it's not his property. Oh, what the crap?
Yeah, but like Nintendo literally taking down anything that, even if it doesn't have a remote semblance to.
It's a ROM hack, not an actual ROM. They're taking down officially licensed games.
I've seen a lot of ROM hacks disappear as well.
That's different. Not to mention, they don't technically own the rights to it. And the person who does isn't going to go after them because they're out of the video game business.
Isn't Nintendo also ending their creators program soon? Replacing with like
Yeah.
something else?
That's what I just said.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it is about the creators program. Yeah, which
Yes.
kind of
The creators program is the reason why they are actually easing up on the YouTube.
copyright strikes and stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
As long as the material is transformative, or some such wording. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out!
I
You saw that, right?
I saw. Yeah, I was seeing you like, get out! Get out!
No time.
We don't want you here. We don't serve your kind.
There
here.
they end.
Oh, cool. Andrew got the Briscoe umbrella.
We don't want him here. Oh,
So
it's
what's stopping Andrew from joining in on this anyway?
I don't have Splatoon 2 on me.
How dare you!
And there's also the fact that I'm at his house.
I mean, I do have a Switch, but it doesn't have Splatoon 2 on.
He's unfortunately at the moment he is not fresh enough.
Pretty sure you could like borrow Zero since I remember her having
He
it.
never plays it anymore.
Yeah, I
Oh, there's
guess.
so many of them.
I need a lot of practice so I can catch up to your level.
Eh.
Have you ever played third-person shooter?
Oh yeah, I played like.
You'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Me and Brendan just walked into death.
I'm pretty terrible at first-person shooters, but third-person I'm all right at.
Again, you'll be fine.
I mean, I mostly play stuff like Uncharted games, like Last of Us. Oh yeah, I've played Mass Effect, but that's also like part RPG as well as third-person shooter.
And plus, he usually spends his time shipping Benchit with Garrus.
Technically speaking, this is a lot like Mass Effect where you can upgrade your skills and stuff.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing because that is like one of the best. That's one of the best ships in the game.
What just pushed me off?
I'll keep us alive by staying perpetually in the middle of this.
Perpetually in the middle with you.
Whee! Spoosh.
Sploosh.
I have the bucket, the trash washer, a
Yeah,
flasher.
by the way, Aiden, the sooner we actually do more Zelda games, the sooner you can do randomizers for set games.
That's true.
What Zelda game do you have in mind next?
Phil really wants to do Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
I do.
yeah. I mean, which is amazing, but it's also... That would take a while to play through it.
Oh.
And also El Capitan over there wants to do all of the Korok scenes.
Boy, shut you.
And may I add, this will be the third time that he's done it.
You madman! How could
Because he's done it once, he can do it again without
you
being...
don't even need all of 900?
You can tell that that is the laugh of a madman.
No, it's the laugh of the man that doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
The laugh of a madman is my
Well, it's
if
now,
I was
it's
able to
definitely
reason...
the laugh of a masochist.
You have no
No.
idea.
No, the laugh of a madman is if
So,
I was able
The
to
first
reach
time I
my
played,
hands into my mother's computer screen and strangle the life out of Lunastra.
so the first
and
time I
stab her
played
neck.
the game, I played it where I just didn't know what I was doing and what I needed. So I ended up being like wholly unprepared for many of the situations I was given. Second time I played it knowing exactly where all the equipment was, so I was using that to my advantage. So a good example was getting the rubber armor for the Thunder boss in the desert. Oh my gosh. That made it so trivial, the boss couldn't do jack crap to me.
Yeah, Thunderblight was the hardest fight.
I mean, like,
Okay,
really, it was the only one of the blights that I actually found like rather challenging at all.
You want to know the only thing he can hit you with when you have the rubber armor on is?
Yeah.
Is the
Do not start
teleport
next
slash.
match, and I need to reheat my food.
I've got the room up.
Oh, don't. I don't know who had the room up.
It's fine. So yeah, the only thing he can hit you with, when you've got the rubber armor, at that point, is the teleport slashes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So when he changes phases and uses nothing but lightning, he can't touch you. It's literally like handling Pikachu with rubber gloves.
Mm-hmm.
It works, except when he decides to shock you specifically, and not your hands.
Sorry, I'm leaving only to get the jacket because I really want the jacket.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Pikachu, what do you think of the Detective Pikachu trailer that dropped a while back?
Fuck yes.
Freaking awesome!
It's better than the game. It is better than the game.
I'm looking
They,
forward to that.
kid, they don't hear what I'm saying. You're the only one who can hear me say things. All they hear is Pikachu. It's like, aw, yeah, I can hear Pikachu. It's like, ah, so cute.
I'm looking forward to that scene with Mr. Mime because when I saw it, it was hilarious.
Go shove it.
Also, you gotta love how the main human character, who's an aspiring detective looking for his father, is played by an actor whose literal first name is Justice.
Really?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now we can actually be Canadian.
Oh, don't you know?
I'm surprised how good it looks, though. Yeah, and it's got a pretty good team working on it. Like I know the writer, one of the co-writer of the first Guardians of the Galaxies, worked on the script, and the
They
director-
literally have Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah, and I think the director also did. I know he did the first Goosebumps movie, which was actually pretty good.
Never seen it.
Never seen it either. I thought it was gonna be crap, so I didn't bother.
I was pleasantly surprised by the first one. The second one is just It feels like a painfully average, like, direct-to-video sequel, but the first one's pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's what was it? 'Cause I know there was something else that he did. The director done.
Why can't they have any black toques? I don't like the colored ones.
Oh yeah, Monsters vs. Aliens. He did that too.
Oh, yeah, that movie was okay.
The show was crap.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
It's not the first.
Because apparently we're being controlled by squirrels.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, like, what DreamWorks essentially just eventually just started spinning off everything into TV shows. So.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
are that great. I mean, need I mention Legends of Awesome?
Yeah.
Aiden,
Well, they have a new Kung Fu Panda show now on like Amazon or something.
Yeah.
Aiden,
Yes.
I own every single weapon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like while I was waiting for you. I'm like, I wonder if I have enough money to buy every single weapon in the shop right now.
He has
Do
access.
buy. Everything
So-
else is inaccessible right now.
So basically, he's bought everything that was unlockable.
Yep.
Yeah, and there was a Yeah, I really like the idea that they're going for there, and sort of like they're just kind of doing their own story, but set within the broader Pokemon universe, which really opens the door for them to just experiment and do lots of different stuff in the future.
Can we
It's
just say that the CG and the use of music is very appropriate?
Oh yeah, and it feels like they actually like almost like perfectly designed to like tap into those and to step into those into that
Yeah.
nostalgia.
okay. Can I also say something about the matter?
Yes.
It's literally a case of they're actually trying to make it for more of the adult audience while also keeping it PG.
Yes.
It's honestly,
Refreshing.
yeah, it's refreshing because literally what they're doing now for the movie
Is what
it's-
Disney used to do.
I mean, Disney still like knows that they have a fair amount of like older and like young adult fans.
No, wait. It's what Pixar is doing.
Yeah, and it's
well, it's more of a case of if Nintendo or Game Freak or the Pokemon Group, I don't really know if like I know it's made by Game Freak, but there's like a separate
The
function.
Pokemon Company is the one that runs everything Pokemon related.
yeah, they're the ones
Game
that are
Freak-
credited.
Game
in the
Freak,
trailer.
I believe, handle games specifically.
Yeah.
Essentially, like if the Pokemon Company was around during like when they're making Black and White, that's essentially what they did for Black and White. What they're doing for this movie, but it's going to come off better because we don't button mash.
Ooh, guys, before we jump in, I'd like to point out that Andrew, the person who we've just played with, their shoes are bioluminescent. They're pearlescent.
Oh,
I would recommend getting them.
those are nice.
Those are very nice shoes.
Excuse me.
I'm ordering that. I can't! Oh, it's Amiibo. It's Pearl's shoes.
Pearlescent. Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Pearl's Amiibo shoes.
Fuck's sake.
I'm so mad. Those shoes are freaking awesome looking. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Ba-da-da-da.
I don't have her their Amiibos yet. Somebody's like got an inkling with the Smash Bros symbols in her eyes, and then the Smash Bros symbol off to the side, and in the Smash Bros symbol it says 6 days.
They must be referring to Thursday.
Well, now great. Now I'm scared. Once I plop Smash Bros in, Samara from the Ring is gonna pop out of my TV.
That or Majora's Mask's Moon is going to land.
That would because I mean, if that was like a big master plan they were thinking, like it would work.
You know what really bothers me?
What?
Corfish.
They've got these warm clothes to wear, but no gloves.
Their hands must be freezing.
These people do not know how to dress themselves in warm conditions.
Don't you mean cold conditions?
What did I say?
Warm.
Oh yes, I meant cold.
Well, here's the thing, Terp. Apparently, the ocean is still rising.
Yeah, but even more so to wear warmer clothes because it gets really cold near the ocean. All right, I've got a room up again. Sorry for taking so long.
You could probably design all sorts of stylish gloves for your Inklings to wear.
No, what
Well,
I'm saying
actually-
is, why aren't gloves part of the winter coat sets?
Yeah.
Because they still need to be able to shoot easily without hitting without pulling on the trigger too soon.
There are perfectly good warm gloves that can do that job, no problem.
Now to wait a month for Aiden.
Yeah, I'll be there in a sec.
All
One
right.
squid month later.
Food. I nearly forgot. I'll be right back.
Now we have to wait 2 squid months for Terp. All right, everything should now switch back at an even hour for me. I mean, maps switch.
Yeah, it's Rush, you gonna join in soon? Or?
Yeah, I will.
Does it reset the phases each time, or?
Yes. So yeah, you have to get through all of his phases like in one go.
Ah, darn.
Why are you fighting the DJ?
DJ.
Then who are you fighting?
Agent 4, Agent 3. The inner Agent 3.
Why?
Because I'm going to be doing it for stream.
Are you
Right.
practicing?
Yeah.
And you've done it before. It's just really hard.
Yeah.
Basically, it's say the AI has a level 1 to 10. It's an 11.
Okay, so that's phase 3. So now he's going to be on the UFO up there, and he's going to start throwing tentamissiles at me.
That sounds like the worst.
It is.
And I have to chuck grenades up at him.
Without leverage.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
so
got-
now he's going to throw in the final phase.
He's gonna try to slap Aiden with a hammer.
Come and get me, butthead.
And it's gone.
Did your mother eat your food?
Oh no. I wish it was that easy.
I actually thought I was a goner in that one.
The food was charred black.
Ah.
Ah, bummer.
The meat barely hung on. There's still a little bit of juiciness left. But, yeah, no, the vegetables were charred beyond recognition.
Oh, what meal was it?
Give me a sec.
1.
Oh.
So, I usually make myself a bowl of rice with a side of vegetables and pork chops. Or
Okay.
chicken. And I put my rice in the rice cooker, and I put the, whatever meat with vegetables in a small tray in the toaster oven.
Right, okay.
And I usually get it on time, no problem. I just got distracted with so much talking this time around. Also, we're still waiting for you.
Yeah, I'm coming.
He's practicing inner number 3.
Yeah, and so the rice is fine because the rice cooker has a its own auto shut off feature. Like it'll go from cooking to keep the food warm, and I've never seen it burn food ever. As for the toaster oven, that thing's gonna keep going. And I think I let it go for like, well, generally I cook my food for about half an hour.
Sounds about
So-
right.
It's been about an hour and 15 minutes since that.
Oh.
Oh, Aiden.
There.
Yep, there I am.
Aiden.
Yes.
So I went above and beyond on Dot Hack today.
Yeah, I noticed the. So all Sarah has to do tomorrow is fight the mimic.
And do 2, area stages, yeah.
Okay.
You might lose me for a moment.
But when I say above and beyond, I mean, you know Book of 1,000?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't just fulfill the requirements.
You've done enough that you could get 12.
No. Most of the requirements are semi-strict. They could be they have a little bit of wiggle room, but not a super amount. Especially the items. The items have like almost no wiggle room at all. But yeah, I've been 100%ing. I have all the enemies done. I'm literally just working on the items now. And the only thing stopping me is the items you get from guild shops and trades with certain NPCs. So it's like Bickman's Quest all over again, but now I have to look for them to trade. Well, I got backhanded to death with a frying pan.
Save me!
Guess some of the inner Agent 3 rubbed off on me.
Hey, you know what?
What?
You know what series I would love to see come back?
What?
Which one?
Because DC is doing really good with TV series right now.
Wolverine?
Freak! I said DC.
Oh, DC.
Oh, you mean like as a TV show? Or like,
Mm-hmm.
which DC one?
I died.
Freaking Smallville?
Oh yeah, because that finished after like 10 seasons and it hasn't Yeah, yeah. I remember. I never actually. For all the as much as I love Superman, I've actually never really. Oh, how is it?
Oh, it's so good.
I remember my friend Ben watched it for quite a while. And, he also remarked how often it had a very similar sort of formula to Buffy at the time.
It does. So, you know how Superman's main weakness is kryptonite, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, okay, so it's like a mix between Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Static Shock,
Okay.
where
I would like that show to come back.
where every single metahuman in Smallville is powered by kryptonite.
How do they? That's because I mean,
So-
if we go 10 seasons, yeah.
Their powers themselves don't affect Superman, but because their powers are powered by kryptonite in one way, shape, or form, something just makes it hard for him to deal with, you know?
That plus he's a teenager who's less experienced with powers, which
Yeah, that too. He actually does not know how to fly for the majority of the entire show.
of the time that far in, even once he's in Smallville, in, season 8, out in Metropolis, in season 8.
Yeah, something like that.
Because doesn't he also join a proto Justice League at some point?
He does, and he still doesn't know how to fly for the majority of that.
Wow.
Or not doesn't know how to fly. I think it's kind of like a mentality thing, just like his ability to breathe in space. It was a mentality thing that stopped him from trying.
It probably saves budget.
No. They've shown him okay, so it's not a budgetary thing by any stretch of the imagination because
Supergirl, the current Supergirl show, she flies fair.
Yeah.
She flies more
the reason why I'm telling you I know it's not a budget thing is because there were tons of storyline hooks that they did during the future or in the course of time with the series. Where people have taken control of his body for one reason or another, and they've used his flying.
Okay, but he hasn't figured out how to sort of unlock
It's either that, or he's just got a mental block on it or something.
Huh.
Is it a case of he still thinks he's partly human?
No, he knows he's Kryptonian.
Oh yeah,
That was
around
that was
his
never a question.
years is when he usually learns about his home on Krypton.
Yeah, and he already knows by the time the show starts.
Yeah, and I liked also that a lot of the casting they did on that show, of course
Lex was great.
Lex Luthor, and they had and they actually got Annette O'Toole to play Mom Kent, I believe, and she played Lana Lang in one of the original Superman movies.
Yep.
And yeah, didn't they also have Christopher Reeve pop up on that show, season 2 or so?
Briefly, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Woo! Victory!
Yeah, it's
It was a very good show. Even if they use a different actor, I want them to come back to that. Or, even bring the old actor back and have him reprise his role as an older Superman for the Supergirl show.
yeah, actually, have you watched the Supergirl TV show? It's actually really good. I really dig it.
I haven't, but I do know The Flash is doing very good.
Yeah, and I know they actually did have Superman on it in a few episodes of Supergirl. And, their version of it on the show is so good. It feels like it's the best live action one I've seen in years.
Yeah.
Ages.
I just got Netflix, so I was planning on watching both of those soon. I'm just I'm really excited because I've heard very good things.
Oh, you'll heard. I actually heard recently. Apparently, Lex Luthor is finally going to show up in the show later in this season, season 4. It's
Cool.
and the casting choice is interesting.
Who have they got playing Lex Luthor?
John Cryer.
Who? I need
You
an
know,
image.
2.5 Men, and
Really?
And also remember Superman 4 where he played Lex Luthor's nephew, Lenny Luthor.
So that's probably why they did it.
It's a choice.
I could see it. Like, give him a chance. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, I want to give him. I'm giving.
Okay, 2.5. Okay, which character from 2.5 Men?
The
Yeah.
other brother that wasn't Charlie Sheen.
The one.
The guy from
The one who actually.
the guy from that '70s show.
No.
The guy from that '70s show.
No, that's actually Fletcher. No, he's the main brother, the one who's actually the only main cast member who actually stayed through all 12 seasons.
Really? Even the housekeeper left at one point?
I don't know the housekeeper, but I know because I know Charlie Sheen and the kid left. And they got Ashton Kutcher later. But no, John Fryer actually stayed through the whole show.
Why him of all people?
Well, I guess partly because he and also and he has history of Superman before because he was in the worst Superman movie.
But he did have ties with Superman in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he had familiarity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean the show's casting up to this point has been great. They've really aced a lot of it, and
This is what I don't understand about the two comic book companies. It's like, so if one comic book company is doing great in one media format, the other one will be doing poorly.
or kind of faltering a bit, stumbling somewhere, and then
Like, the Marvel TV franchises, as far as I've heard, everybody says they're crap.
I know.
Except for
I know
Daredevil.
this one isn't great.
Yeah.
Iron.
And DC is doing amazing. Now, take a look at the movies now. Marvel is doing amazing, and DC is tanking.
Although I've heard good things about the Daredevil show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Daredevil show and the Luke Cage show were the
Yeah.
ones that were doing the best.
Yeah, I'm talking
And
about
now
as a
they're
whole,
both-
guys.
What?
I'm talking about as a whole.
Yeah.
On the whole, Preparation H feels good. Oh no! I agree. Preparation H does feel good. On the whole. Well, I'm glad we're sprechen to sing lingity.
I don't get it.
It's Austin Powers. He named one of his grand schemes Preparation.
Brenton!
What?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't you. It must have been somebody else. Somebody stole the egg from under me, making me think I picked it up. That's how
You
I got
mean
back.
how I stole the egg from the Salmonoid and you thought he still picked it up?
Yes.
Man,
I'm evil at making you starting to think these stuff, aren't I?
I died so you may live!
I'm hoping DC turns it around with their movie feature film output. Since
Yeah, okay, so I have high hopes for A, Shazam, B, Aquaman.
Yeah, the early buzz on Aquaman has actually been quite good so far.
The only downside I have with Aquaman as a whole is I really hope that his attitude isn't more of the Justice League movie.
I think
It's like-
from what I've gathered, they're trying to make him like Thor in a way.
Yeah, and it's sort of
They are, but okay, so
They already kind of did that with Wonder Woman in terms of the narratively, anyway.
But in terms of really be like the comedic fish out of water god, literally.
no, that's the thing. They didn't do that with him. Like from what so I've seen the trailer for the what's it called? The Aquaman movie, and it looks really, really good.
Oh,
They they stepped completely away from the, hey, let's make a Thor clone. And even in the Justice League movie, it wasn't so much a Thor clone, like everybody thought he was going to be. And it's like, some of the few lines he has, like, yeah! It's like, Okay, that's
like,
not
I
characterization.
know, like, there is something, like, sort of enjoyably goofy about that. They seem like they're employing it, but not, like, too excessively, but more like,
I think it's because Ben left.
and Affleck?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, well, he hasn't...
Batfleck wasn't like he was.
But he may as well at this point, because he's... I mean, if you watch Justice League, his heart is not in it anymore. He was practically sleepwalking through that movie.
And it doesn't help that in real life he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, yeah. Oh, no, Henry Cavill is out.
Well, okay, so my yeah, I didn't really like Henry Cavill either.
Plus, now he's busy playing Geralt in the Witcher Netflix show later.
Yeah.
Really? Henry
Yeah.
Cavill's gonna be Gerald in Witcher?
Yeah, they...
Okay, see that I can see Henry Cavill doing.
Pick me up before you die.
Pick me up before you go.
So I actually see Henry Cavill being able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like, so Superman was way too dark. Batman was somehow darker.
Yeah, because he had to kill a dude.
It's like it's like they felt like shit. We already made Superman dark, and he's supposed to be the more light, optimistic, hopeful, optimistic one. So what do we do to contrast them? Have Batman murder way more people than usual.
Well, okay, no. Basically, what they did was like, okay, how can we go darker with Batman? And they took it straight out of
Turp, don't start yet. I think this is my last. I think that was my last round.
Scott Snyder.
Yeah, Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder's run of Batman when he's older, and I'm like, you can't do that when you have the introduction to Justice League. It doesn't work.
It felt like it was kind of like a studio thing where they just decided to mash together a bunch of storylines that were popular.
I'm like, okay, so Fox has done that, but at least they did it in context and at a timely manner. With, like, Old Man Wolverine. It's like, yeah, it's Old Man Wolverine, but it's not the Old Man Wolverine you were expecting. It's not like after basically crap has hit the fan and all the supers have died.
Plus,
I mean,
the
yes.
original Old Man Logan comic was pretty weird, which I'm actually very thankful they toned down a lot of it and just let Logan be its own thing, because it ended up...
Well, they didn't have a choice. The only characters they could kill off were the X-Men, because that's all they were allowed to.
There was that whole story in the comics version about, like, people with, like, Hulk's DNA and stuff, and, like, they can't use that because they don't have the rights. So.
Yeah, you want to know why they have Hulk's DNA?
No.
Do you know the story behind the Hulks?
What was
In
the
Old Man
backstory in that Old Man Logan again for that?
So, yeah, Bruce Banner knocked up his own cousin.
Oh, yeah, well, She-Hulk, Jennifer Walter?
Yep.
Of course, so...
Start the round.
Okay, sorry.
Because, yeah, it's like... Of course.
How did they do that? Did they get drunk?
No. You want to know what, like, they literally reasoned it? It's like, she's the only one who can last with me in bed.
What?
That's... God damn it.
That sounds really stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as stupid as having Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver shack up in the Ultimate Universe.
You know what's even stupider?
I'm just gonna assume the comic one is where Doom became God and separated all of the people, and like Wolverine was the only one that remembered.
Yeah, that's Battleworld, and no, Wolverine wasn't the only one to remember.
Well, I mean, the only one to remember, barring like She-Hulk, and most of the X-Men from the X-Men side of the wall.
You know what scares the crap out of me, though, about that storyline?
What?
Bruce Banner could pimp slap Wolverine through walls without transforming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, but the problem is, he decided... it was the best idea to eat Wolverine, and
Yeah, he ate Wolverine
that was the worst
when he was
mistake of his
transformed.
life.
Yeah.
And that was
He
the
had
worst.
he had a bad case of indigestion soon afterwards.
He had a bad case of chest burster.
Pretty much.
Wolverine edition.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds kind of funny.
Yeah, this is it's but
And
yeah,
let's just say he can't regenerate from.
really. Because I know in the movie version it's like he could still regenerate, but it was kind of deteriorating and getting.
No, I meant Hulk.
No, we're talking about the Hulk. Their ages were so far, like they were so old. Their regeneration was still there, but it was just weak as balls.
Except, like, Wolverine's is still the most prominent of, oh, hey, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, the only reason why his regeneration was so weak in the comics at that point was because he hadn't fought for so long, he hadn't popped his claws for so long, and he hadn't gone Berserker Rage for so long. Like, basically, his genes were becoming dormant
Huh.
because he
And
wasn't using them.
Explanation for it.
Then the Hulk's redneck kids decide he had to go derp and kill his new family.
Yeah. But yeah, what happened in Old Man Logan, in the comics versus the movie? The movie, Xavier kills all the X-Men. In the comics, Wolverine killed them all.
Oh yeah, because wasn't he? What storyline was this? I think I saw like it was Mysterio.
Yeah, I think it was either Mysterio or Mr. Sinister or something, or like a combination of all of them.
There
Basically-
there being a story where Mysterio did something like that.
It's
Yeah,
the
they
psychic
made-
that's able to disguise minds.
Yeah, they made him think he was fighting the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and he ended up killing everybody.
Yeah, that's yikes.
And that was the turning point to the war. That was literally what got all the villains to win. Was him killing all the X-Men.
They really should have put like anti-mind, anti-psychic stuff in Wolverine's head.
And that is precisely why he stopped using his powers. He was like, this is why everybody died. It's because I don't think through my actions.
I think the twist with Xavier in the movie is really tragic though, since it's also like something that he kind of that he didn't really do. He clearly didn't do on purpose, but he sort of just,
No, of course not. It was, he was having seizures.
yeah, he was just sort of getting old and it was difficult to control his powers.
No, that's the thing. His powers were just as powerful as they ever were. The seizures were making them go crazy. He had no control over it.
Yeah.
What was
Wolverine-
making
People who
And-
still survive though.
and then Logan was having like
Oh,
that
that's
cure
that's,
effect him.
No, no, it wasn't. It's actually easy to explain. They used actually a very legitimate excuse for why his powers weren't working anymore. Metal poisoning.
That makes sense.
Doesn't matter what metal is. If it's in your body, it's killing you slowly. The only reason why it wasn't affecting him when he was younger is because his healing factor was keeping up with it.
Keeping it at bay.
Yep.
It's almost it's low tide.
But the yeah, it's gonna be. But oh yeah, speaking of Mysterio, he's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie next year.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Is he actually going to be the main villain, or is he going to be like a chicken?
Yeah, he's gonna be the main. Jake Gyllenhaal playing it.
They better not pull a freaking what did they Mandarin on. They better not pull a Mandarin on this character.
I don't know.
I don't. I mean, that was like in that case, it's a very specific like I understand their reasoning for it, and also it's
No,
like,
I'm actually legitimately mad about not actually getting a real Mandarin. Okay, because
They didn't get an Asian.
the Mandarin's power rings we're almost completely on par with the frigging Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, it's
That's why I'm disappointed.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. Though at the same time, like taking it on what it is. I still thought it was like pretty funny in terms of like the sort of like subversive twist of it, as well as the commentary on sort of the a new way of sort of twisting on the whole like the original sort of Orientalist tone with the original character in the comics.
Oh crap. Oh wow, we managed to survive.
Oh, sweet. So one wave left.
Yeah, it's loading
Yeah.
again, and it looks like it's gonna be nighttime. Cannons?
But yeah, like I said, I'm just like I've been having a lot of fun with what we've been getting. Whoops. I've had a lot of fun with what we've been getting. Like for TV series, DC. For movies, Marvel all the way.
Oh yeah. Comics, I guess it depends on who you ask. It varies. I've heard recently it's more DC at the moment.
Actually, I've been seeing a lot from the new comic book franchises that are coming out, like Exo Manowar and stuff like that. From that, like the Valiant comics. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and
Valiant is so interesting.
Some excellent stuff like Saga, Wicked Divine, like yeah. There's been a lot of like third party and like indie stuff that's been really great lately.
Dude, have you seen the Power Rangers ones?
No, I haven't. Like,
Oh, they're so good! So they're from a new company called Boom Comics.
Oh
Nope.
yeah, I know Boom Comics.
Yeah, they've been making frigging original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comics. And a what-if scenario where an evil Tommy from an alternate dimension shows up in the main Power Rangers dimension, and they have to fight him, and guess what? He's not called Tommy, he's called the Dragon Lord, and guess, like, he's not even the Green Power Ranger anymore.
What
He
is-
has both powers together.
He's the green-white one.
He's got both white and green Power Ranger powers fused together.
Dang.
And the suit is wicked awesome looking! And then there's a spin-off story where Kimberly starts her own team somewhere else, and she uses a residual amount of her pink energy to make the team. So her power suit is pink with a couple of little highlights of different things, and everybody else, the blue, the black, the red, they all have a little bit of pink in their suits.
Oh, cool.
Wait, is this the movie?
No,
This
comic
is
book.
It's the comic series.
It is so interesting.
I don't remember that because what I remember from the comic is that Tommy took over nearly all of the colors. Like,
Yeah, no. I'm talking about a spin-off comic
Is it this
starring.
one?
No, it's not that one.
Oh, no?
No.
Huh. Because that one looks pretty good anyways.
That does look pretty good, but that's a custom-made one, probably before the Boom comics were released. There is a much cooler one than that.
Oh, wow. Gonna have to keep an eye out for that one.
sure, I know which one you're talking about. I have like most of the collection that they put out in like.
I'm talking about the Kimberly spin-off.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, Kimberly actually makes her own team somewhere else outside of Angel Grove.
Kind of like the Teen Titans when they do Teen Titans West and Teen Titans East.
Yeah, but they use what little tether she has to the morphing grid with the pink energy and makes her own team.
Well, they did.
And each of their suits.
Say too much pink energy was dangerous.
Yeah, and each of their suits has a little bit of pink in their design.
Well, that's just cool because pink's the manliest.
It looks the best with black because it's like black with a little white and like the smallest hint of pink as a trim.
That's a nice kind of color contrast.
Okay, digital orders.
Oh yeah, you know what I really can't wait for in a few weeks is that animated Spider-Verse movie coming out.
Yes! Oh, I'm so excited for that!
Oh man, the reviews have just been hitting, and
Dude,
like,
okay, we should all go together.
yeah, and apparently now, apparently even won like an animated feature award from like New York Film Critics.
I'm not even slightly surprised.
And now they're also, and now they're even doing like a second one as well as like an all-female, Spider-Woman centric spin-off movie, and yeah, like practically spinning off into its own like animated verse, and like.
Wait, are you talking about Spider-Girl or Spider-Gwen?
Like Spider-Gwen.
Like all of the Spider hair. Like
Okay.
Spider-Gwen, Spider-Girl, like just
probably
them.
Peter Parker as well, like Spider-Woman, Silk. Probably one.
Silk, okay, Silk was weird.
I haven't really read too much of Silk, so I'm not sure.
When they first introduced Silk, they introduced her as being a spider person, bitten from the exact same spider as Peter, and having the same powers as Peter because of the spider tribe thing. It's not a science thing. It's a mystical thing, right?
So like Spider Noir.
No. And now, because they were bitten from the same spider, they have a strong genetic disposition to bang each other. No, seriously. They could not stop... They could not stop banging each other when they first met. They're like, I don't know why, but I really want to bang you. And I'm just like, what the hell?
Hello, hotness, wanna bang you.
I'll be right back.
Like spider pheromones, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, come over to this side. I just got a bundle of 10.
And I'm like, that's not how genetics work. In fact, that's the opposite of how it works.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Slott was like writing Spider-Man for like a decade or so. There's bound to be some weird stuff in there.
No, I mean, like, when you're looking... Okay, so...
Although the whole Doc Ock is Superior Spider-Man thing...
Oh man, Superior Spider-Man was amazing! It was so well done, and he's back, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that would be cool if they brought him into like a Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah, he's back. So, like, that Superior Spider-Man is straight up back.
Yeah, and I know they're doing like a Spider-Geddon storyline where they're having like two team-up factions of different alternate universe spider people, and they have
Not only that. Okay, so you know the entire like storyline where that people hated the Spider Island, the one with all the clones, like maximum clonage of Spider Island and stuff. How people like absolutely hated that. They brought back the main antagonist for that season or series.
The Jackal?
Yeah. And he's back doing more clones. And he found, what's his face? Dr. Octopus's data on a computer, like a spare backup of his memories. Like, while he was, like, Superior Spider-Man. Yeah. So he has all the memories of that time. And he tried to take back his company.
Damn.
And what ended up happening was Pete had to sabotage the entire company's machinery to stop him from taking it over. So now he's a bum again.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how they got him back to bum mode.
Yeah, that's how.
Like before that, they were doing the whole like he's like globe-trotting and a millionaire.
I'm actually really upset they didn't keep it. It was so good.
Yeah, because it sounded like it was a fun idea, but then they often don't.
Like, I don't know what it is with these freaking writers. They just can't leave Spider-Man alone. He cannot ever be happy in one way or another.
Yeah, because Which is a shame sometimes, because it sort of feels like it's almost kind of preventing him from really growing.
Yeah!
Because it feels
Like, can't have a wife, can't have a successful business.
Must they make deals with Mephisto?
It's so frustrating. Okay, so, yeah. What happens with the Jackal is... Okay, why did that res me, but only after the explosion? That's weird. Okay, so what happens is that... Oh, we ran out of time. The Jackal makes a new body for Dr. Octopus. But it's like...
a clone
the
of
best...
Peter Parker?
Yes. It's a modified clone of Peter Parker, but with Dr. Octavius's blood. So, like, all of his secret hideouts, he could still have access to, no problem.
That's awesome.
Okay, so he has access to his secret hideouts when he was Superior Spider-Man, and when he was Dr. Octopus. I don't know how that works, but whatever. And he has the body, so he's basically Spider-Man, because he's got all of Spider-Man's powers now. But he also has Dr. Octopus arms, so he's effectively Iron Spider.
Nice. That's badass.
It is!
Oh, man.
He's got the exact same physique as Peter Parker.
And I've seen, like, bits from, like, the current Spider-Man series, like, some of the really cool, like, alternate Spider ones they've come up with, like...
Yeah.
The man, like, Spider-Man that's just a man made of spiders.
Yep. Okay, so, the cool thing about it, too, is, he's not, like, wearing Dr. Octopus, like the old costume. He's basically wearing what effectively looks like the Future Foundation suit.
Oh, I love the Future Foundation design. That was
Yeah.
really good costume.
The white with the black?
Yeah.
He's got that, except the eyes are green.
Ooh, so kind of like the big time suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
this is like
so
a hybrid.
cool.
That's really cool.
It's so cool. Oh, and guess who came back?
Oh, who?
Frigging, it's either Ben Reilly and I think Ben Reilly's back, as well as Scarlet Spider.
Oh,
Or not Scarlet Spider.
That's Ben Riley.
yeah, that's
No, that's not what I'm thinking. No, I was thinking of who's the guy who can like stab people and poison them and I forget his name. The other clone.
Which one is that?
The one in the black suit, but with the white spider emblem. Or not white, red.
We're not talking about
no,
Miles
that's-
Morales.
No, not Miles.
No.
I forget what his name is.
Ah,
It's bothering me because it's a biblical name.
I don't recall that one.
It's gonna bother me like crazy.
Oh wow. And that's but yeah, I'm just
Oh, sweet, I got a brush.
For the movie though, I'm just so here for like all the cast they've assembled. Like,
Absolutely, positively.
I mean, like they got freaking like I was already like on board this movie like 100 times over before they announced John Mulaney as Spider-Man.
You want to know what makes me super happy?
Oh, what?
So the Spider-Man they're using, like the main Spider-Man, the one who's teaching, like Miles Morales,
Yeah.
is straight up the Sam Raimi one.
Yeah, he sort of they make those visual references to the Sam Raimi movies, and then it's basically like a middle-aged sort of like broke hobo version, burnt out version of that Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like what?
It's like a worn out version of the Tobey Maguire one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He basically like went through an Apollo Justice Ace Attorney 4 phase.
Pretty much, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Finally, he has a mentor figure role, and like, no, okay, let's put that aside for a second, and like, let's talk about the game.
Oh, I still need to play it.
It's so good. Okay, so like the entire like main storyline campaign is basically the way One More Day should have been handled.
Oh wow, really?
Yes. It's still like a what if. Like they probably didn't intend for it to be like a what if, you know, One More Day didn't suck, but they ended up making one. Damn it! I was trying so hard not to die there.
Ah, bummer.
Yeah, that second image that you posted in streaming, that's it.
That's the one, yeah. So, and this is the
Oh, that's badass.
Yeah, that's how you see him initially. It's like, holy crap, that's so cool!
Oh man.
Now imagine that design for the Pink Ranger teams. It looks so cool.
Wow.
Oh. Not only that, I can't remember now. Yeah, at one point they were having trouble fighting the his army, and they lost most of their morphin grid powers, and Tommy had to lend all of them his powers temporarily. So they, instead of like the Kimberly Rangers, they were basically the Power Rangers, and like the suits were exactly the same shape, but they were all green.
oh wow, cool.
And I believe they had different tints of green. So like one was tinted a little bit more red, one was tinted a little bit more blue, one was tinted a little bit darker. But they were all green Rangers. Like, I don't know what Boom Comics, like, who Boom Comics has as their writer, but holy crap, I love them to death. And their artists! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, like a lot of the best comic stuff right now is coming from like the ones outside of the big two.
Yeah. Like, some of the, my best, like, my favorite stories, like, recently, have either come from Boom Comics or Valiant.
Yeah, Valiant's got some good stuff too.
Like Exo Man of War, those, basically the group that was effectively like a privatized X-Men.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, so
And-
they basically do it for money?
No, okay, so the mutants themselves don't do it for money. They work for the guy who does.
Oh.
And that guy is, like, one of the strongest telepaths in the entire series.
Oh, cool.
And, in fact, the main character of the team has a run-in with him to the point where they pretty much put each other on life support after their fight.
Damn.
Like, they're not walking away with that with anything intact. That's how harsh the battle was.
Yes.
And then, like, one of the main characters that came from that entire story was, and I forget her name, but the great thing about Valiant Comics is they specialized on a more realistic team, so, like, the characters are not all Adonises and perfectly sculpted.
They look more like average people.
Yeah, and one of the characters is this large woman who can fly.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that Faith, I believe her name is?
Yes, Faith.
Yeah, I've heard about her. Her series is really good.
Yeah, and she eventually, like, develops more and more powers as time goes by, so first she's able to fly, then she's able to make barriers like Sue Storm.
Oh, cool. So she can do, like, all of that at the same time?
Well, okay, so the way they explained all of the quote-unquote mutants of that franchise was they were all in some way telepaths.
Okay, so that's
And-
something that they're all to some degree capable of.
Yeah, and the reason why the big powerful telepath was in charge was so he was the first one. He didn't need activation. He had his powers to begin with. Same thing with the guy who fought him in the end. He just had telepath powers, and so the okay. Let's just use equivalent characters.
Fair
The
enough.
guy in charge is basically like evil Xavier, and the guy who fought him is like a mix between Scott Summers and Jean Grey.
Oh, cool.
So like evil Scott when he kills Xavier.
Oh yeah, and when he was like during the whole Phoenix Force AVX stuff.
Yeah, it's like basically Scott with Jean Grey's powers.
Dang.
And so, basically speaking, at first when they first had the team, they had to use a machine to activate their powers, and usually it didn't end up very good. The survival rate for the tests were very low. But they found out that his not telepathy, his what's the word?
No, it's the ability to read minds.
It's not just the ability to read minds. He had just a general like telekinesis, telepathy, the whole
Psychokinesis.
yeah psychokinesis. He had the ability to naturally and not forcefully activate their mental powers. So like I believe Faith was the first person he activated the powers of.
All right.
And so he was asked to join their team because he was able to safely activate powers that they knew were dormant in these people. And then he found out that they were just using them.
Oh.
Because, like, they thought they were just doing it for the good of mankind, but then they were like, no, we're just building an army so that eventually we'll take over. But for now, we're just making money off this.
Oh, well done.
I don't care. We won. That fly fish can be as salty as he wants, but we won.
And it's just, like, so interesting. Because, like, you'd think that, like, any power related to the mind is limited to just the mind. But, like, there's so much stuff you could do with that. Like, they have a guy who was, like, a scrawny nerd at first.
Don't start right away. I need to use the washroom.
Yeah, and when his powers were activated, he had, like social, not anxiety, but, like, social, incompetence?
Sort of socially inept.
Not socially inept, more like a shy, like, wallflower kind of person.
Okay.
And, so when his powers manifested, nothing happened. But when he was attacked, he suddenly built the shell around him, which was basically a huger, buffer version of himself.
Oh.
And, like, for some reason he could pump iron and like, increase it or something, but, like, he could drop that shield whenever he wants to, I think. Not initially. But, he let the way he turned go to his head. Because he was dating Faith initially, but once he got his powers and he, like, looked good to everybody, he started doing the whole, like, hey, I'm a heartthrob, I'm only going to be dating the hot women, stuff like that. And
He's
like
becoming a toxic asshole.
yeah, once he got what he wanted, anyway. And, like, they were, like, just showing, you know, how a drastic change in lifestyle affects people. And, like, he was just like a shy person. The moment you drop that, or give him something, he uses it for negative means. Whereas Faith gets powers that don't affect what she looks like, but gives her the freedom of like, man, I'm having a really hard day, I'm gonna fly.
Yeah, she uses them to kind of make herself a better. She actually uses them to make herself a better person, as well as to do good for others.
Exactly. And like there are like several other characters. Like there's a Technomancer. There's I think there was a fire girl as well. What else?
I'm back.
There-
Here we go.
There were so many different like powers, and they're all like literally just unlocking your brain powers. But they all make sense in terms of like what we have designed in terms of the extent of what you can do with your mind in terms of fiction. Like pyrokinesis, electrokinesis, technokinesis, telekinesis.
Kinesis.
Yeah, like there's just so many avenues you can do with just brain power.
Yeah, and they've managed to really explore it in a lot of really cool.
Oh yeah, by the way, do you know what Exo Man of War's background is?
What is it? I actually haven't. I recognize the title, but I haven't read it very much.
Okay, so Exo Man of War is basically like a dude in an ancient Scandinavian village. He's learning to be the king of his, I guess, village or country. And all of a sudden, in the middle of a war, he gets abducted by aliens.
Oh.
And they oh jeez, I got blown up. They move away from there to a different planet, but the act of space travel took so much time. By the time he gets back, even like though it feels like maybe only a couple of months to him, because the laws of space travel, like if you're moving faster than the speed of light, like, to you, it's only a couple of days. To everybody else, it takes time. Right?
Yeah. So he's essentially
By the
once he gets back to Earth, it's been like many.
It's the present day and age.
And how many years have you gone through?
Centuries.
Jesus.
So, like, the only thing he knows is his own village and the technology he grew up around with the aliens. And the only reason why he got away from the aliens was, so they were experimenting with an armor that they had no knowledge of, even though it was, like, a thing that was, like, their holy artifact. It was supposed to be from their, like, history, like... These aliens specifically had two different factions, the military faction and the religious faction. The religious faction treated this armor as, like, a holy artifact. Whoever wore the armor was their holy warrior. But the military wanted to use it as a weapon.
I'm back.
As they often do.
Yeah. And so they're like, okay, so everybody we've tested it on is killed immediately, so let's just test it on random schmucks that are not from our planet.
What?
And then he gets the armor, and he's able to use it, no problem. And they're like, no, this guy is not allowed to have this armor, we need to take it back from him before he's able to. And then the religious people are like, no, this guy is our holy warrior. You can't kill our holy, like, knight. And, like, entire faction war happens because of that and stuff like that. And they're very much like the Skrulls.
Oh, cool.
So, like, there are so many of them on planet Earth. They basically colonized when they abducted the main character of X-Men Man of War.
Oh yeah, that's right. Captain Marvel next year. We're finally getting the Skrulls in the MCU.
I'm so excited for that. And so, like, he comes back to the planet.
Again,
What?
I don't know. I think it had something to do with Xavier.
It's Exo Man of War right now.
Sorry.
It's like Valiant comic, right?
Yes, Valiant Comics.
Yeah, I should look into more of those because I've heard some good stuff about some of those series.
Yeah, and like, so the armor itself, like the armor he gets, is like a mix between. I want to say a mix between Iron Man armor and like Samus's armor. It's not just science; it's also mysticism.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of the photos now. These look quite really cool.
Another thing is, basically, it can produce any weapon that your mind wants to use as, like, a weapon that the person is most familiar with. Like, so, if it was one of the aliens, they would probably use, like, a laser blaster or something. But because he's from, like, an ancient time, he gets basically a laser claymore.
Nice.
Like, initially. He learns to use blasters and stuff eventually, because the armor slowly, like, starts interfacing with him and teaches him how to use the armor more effectively. And it just gets so much more interesting, because initially, like, he's just a petulant child. He wasn't taking his role as the next chief of the village seriously, and, like, the whole upheaval made him, like, rethink his thing, but it only took him coming back with all the villagers from his tribe that were abducted, trying to reclaim the old place that their village used to take up, which no longer exists, by basically starting a war with the country that currently inhabits that location.
Yeah.
And the government's like, no, you can't do that! We will give you amnesty, but you have to promise not to do this stupid crap. And then, like, he just slowly develops as a more regal character that understands that his actions have consequences.
Oh, that sounds really like a really cool arc to go. That he could.
It is very good.
Yeah, I need to. I'm falling behind on my comics lately. I need to check out some more stuff. I know. I think I last caught up on. I need to get that new volume of Wicked and Divine to sort of catch up on that, especially since they ended last one I was on ended on such another huge twist. Like, have you read that one at all? Like, it's actually viewed so.
No,
good.
doesn't strike up.
Not the same team that worked on Young Avengers for a while.
Oh, speaking of, oh man, freaking Young Justice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're doing a third season.
Yes. So excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be on like DC's streaming screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tried that at all yet? How is?
No, I haven't.
Stuff on it too.
I want to, but I don't even know how to get it.
Get what?
Plus,
The DC streaming service. It's like Netflix, but just for DC things.
yeah. I think they have a lot of their like backlog, like movie and TV shows on there, as well as like, oh, and also Titan.
Right?
Titans. You know the live action one.
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
I've heard surprisingly, like, a lot of people saying that the first episode is terrible, but the second episode is surprisingly great.
I'm sorry, but their character choices are terrible. Yeah, I know how we'll get people to really be interested in our show. Let's show Dick Grayson. Fuck Batman.
Yeah, it was like they couldn't have possibly gotten started on the first foot.
I was like, what the hell? That's Jason Todd's attitude.
And I think Jason Todd or Tim Drake is in this show too.
Phil behind you, Phil behind. Never mind.
And I mean, like, it's like it's weird since like Teen Titans Go even had done a parody of like super serious Titans, and this show just did that, but unironically.
Yeah.
I remember.
And okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I have an issue with who they picked for Starfire as well.
I mean, it's
I mean,
I didn't get someone with orange skin.
No, it's not.
I don't have an issue with like different character choices and like them trying to experiment, but in that sense, I kind of feel like they're just doing it for the sake of being different. Like they're not doing it for like a legitimate reason. They're doing it just because it's different from the original.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think I can't really make I think that's the sort of thing where I can't really make a judgment on it until I actually, like, see it and give it a real shot.
That's how.
What?
Shit. I was trying to look into DC's thing.
Aiden, I'm gonna let you make the room this time.
Okay.
You mean their streaming service?
Yeah, you basically have to go to their page for the streaming service. Is press the join account, which causes you to register. You make an account, and then it's
I pressed the
$7.99 plus tax.
Oh,
monthly.
I exited by mistake. Give me a sec.
No, you didn't like actually register for it, did you?
Well, to get to this page, I had to put in an email and a password. So, yeah,
Not getting off on a great start, DC. Again. Why can't DC just start anything good anymore?
Well, start
Oh right, I'm gonna go back
on
in.
the right page.
there's a need time to thing skip for now button.
I mean, like, it took them like.
Why can't they just use Netflix like everybody else?
I mean,
Because Marvel's pulling their shit off on Netflix. Well, most of their stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, and then DC feels pressure to catch up, but a lot of times they're not really. They don't really stop to put in to be. They don't have the. They're so concerned with trying to catch up that they don't put in the patience to actually like properly build it first.
Okay, okay? Basically, the check marks are watch original class series and movies, read mod, and classic comics. Well, you get to read the I guess you get to read the comics for free.
How much is the how much are the costs?
Okay, it's $7.99 plus tax monthly, and then for annual it's $74.99 plus tax.
Okay, so you get 2 months free.
It's basically you basically save $20. I mean 20%.
I mean, that's not so bad.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
It also means you have to commit for a year.
No,
you
can commit
do
monthly.
realize I'm American, right?
Right. That'd be like $10 for us a month.
Yeah, I'm asking Austin?
Andrew.
Andrew. I knew it started with an A. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making sure. I'm gonna see what Skip now does.
Because I thought because I haven't really looked into it yet, and I was curious what the service is actually like. Because I haven't heard much word on like how it actually is so far. Just that Titans is on it, and they have comics, and they're gonna have a bunch of new animated shows and stuff. Some of which look kind of cool. Like there's gonna be a Harley Quinn show, and there's as well as a Swamp Thing TV show. There's gonna be like a Metal Men show with Brendan Fraser.
Speaking of Swamp Thing, have you guys seen Brave and the Bold?
Oh, Brave and the Bold?
Yeah.
It's decent.
Oh, I know. I fucking love that show. Sorry.
Did you see the one episode where Mark Hamill voiced Swamp Thing, Joker, and freaking...
Oh, this is Justice League Action. Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry. Was that
Yeah.
Justice League Action? That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so funny!
Oh man, so like, you know, hey, don't I know you from somewhere? I don't know, do you? I got it. Corvette Summer. I love that movie.
I'm just like... And he's just like, literally, like, he's... You'd almost think he'll, like, strain a muscle from patting himself on the back so hard.
Oh, it is great. Though, I mean, considering how much of Legend DC fans, I think he's...
He deserves it. I just think it's hilarious.
Oh god, it's super funny. And the show itself is a lot of fun, too. You've got a lot
Oh, you remember the one where they're like, oh, if they call us by name, we're going to lose our powers and not be able to fight. Alright, so then let's not be us. And it just... Ugh.
there was,
Swamp Thing as Wonder Woman.
And I know there was the, there was, I know I really like the Booster Gold ones are really fun. Those are a lot of my favorite ones.
I didn't get to see many of those yet.
No! Yeah, and there was like and there were ones, and like, I like how they've also got like John Constantine's in there. They have like, they actually have a really broad slate of heroes to call from.
Yep. Plastic Man, Swamp Thing, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman,
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, Booster Gold, Firestorm.
Is it like Cosmic Cabby or something?
Yeah, Cosmic Cabby.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Patton Oswalt's voice again. They got a really good voice cast too.
Oh yeah.
Like they got like freaking Mr. Terrific's voiced by like Hannibal Buress, and like I think they've got like who and so
the Atom. That's right.
oh yeah, the Atom, and oh wow, it's got a and man, they just it feels like they really are like pulling like deep cut characters.
I
Like
forget which Atom they're using. Ray Palmer or the understudy.
the understudy. Who was that?
I forget his name, honestly.
Yeah,
Because the main one, Ray Palmer, is like
Ryan Choi, is it?
something like that. Yeah. Basically speaking, the story behind that is just like Ray Palmer doesn't return after going to the Subcon universe, and like his what's the word? His intern takes over for him as the Atom while he's missing, effectively.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he might be the intern, but he's just as smart as Ray Palmer was. Like, he's able to make the stuff that Ray Palmer made work, so...
Who else was on there? Oh yeah, I did, sort of like... Did you ever watch Batman Brave and the Bold, too? Because I actually...
Yes, I did.
And they actually finally saw, because they did that recently, a Scooby-Doo Brave and the Bold crossover movie.
I saw that. I didn't see the full thing, but I saw like the beginning of it. I'm like, that actually looks promising.
It's really fun. Oh my god, it was hilarious too, and like the Scooby-Doo stuff has like a lot of like self-awareness, like meta self-awareness to it that it doesn't usually go for.
I will say.
Wait, which version of Scooby-Doo?
It's like it's a more, I'm not sure exactly which one, but it's done like, it's animated in like the same style as like Brave and the Bold is.
Oh, okay, so it's not the one I'm thinking of. Thank goodness.
I will say though, for the type of Batman that they would interact with, like the Scooby-Doo gang would interact with, I would say either the Adam West one or the Silver.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Brave and the Bold is basically Adam West, but like comic bookified.
Yeah, like I always
Like he's got the suit of the Adam West Batman, but he's kind of like
He's more
Silver
like
Age.
Batman.
He's Silver Age.
yeah, he's very. The whole show is really.
It's Silver Age, but he's more like Batman.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not dark like Batman. He's like Silver
No.
Age.
I mean like how Batman should act in Silver
He's like he
Age.
plays it totally. He plays it really straight, but it's still like just a little tongue in cheek where it counts.
Yeah.
Oh! Do you remember? Do you remember the one where they go back in time with Blue Beetle? And it's like,
yeah.
this is my first time being Batman. It's like, I am the Knight. I am Batman. And he's like, ignore that. And Blue Beetle's like, oh, did you get a photo of that? Sweet.
Yeah. Oh
I was just like, oh, that's adorable.
Blue Beetle is that kind of superhero. He's like the millennial. Like, mind if we get a picture after?
Can I just say Jaime is like the most refreshing new version of Blue Beetle I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's a fun.
great.
He's a fun. It's always some of the younger character heroes. They're always fun.
Yeah, and apparently now they've announced recently that they're working on a solo movie for him now.
Oh, that's
Good. Jaime deserves it.
Yeah, and like
They could literally do a trilogy just with the freaking Blue Beetle alone.
I mean, it's literally like he literally has like he's like Iron Man and Spider-Man with a little hint of Venom in there. Pinch of Venom in there. It's,
Oh,
Yeah.
are you talking about the Arab actually? Talking
yeah,
to him?
yeah. So
Yeah. Jaime Blue Beetle.
yeah,
The other
yeah,
Blue Beetles didn't use the armor
It
to
feels
its
like it
best
should
advantage.
practically sell itself.
Yeah.
Well, Blue Beetle number 2 actually found the technology.
Because there was
No.
No,
Blue
no,
Beetle
I mean
number
he
one.
found it. He found it. He didn't make
No,
it.
he didn't find it. He did not find it.
Then
Blue Beetle number 1 found it and used it, but didn't use it to its maximum potential because he didn't know what it was.
Yeah, so
Blue Beetle number 2 found out it was alien in question and decided not to use the scarab, but just used its iconography for his technology and put it away in storage. And then Jaime just happened to pass by Ted Court Industries when it got blown up, and the Blue Beetle landed on him and bonded with
he
him
actually
immediately.
has the Scarab's like full power settings now.
Yeah, it was unlocked, but on the flip side, the aliens were able to fully control it. Because whatever was done to it to neuter its control was, like, reversed for some reason. Probably part of the explosion or something, we don't know. It's never fully explored. They just said, yeah, no, they gained full control over it again for some reason. That's in most interpretations. of
I'm
the
just
story.
gonna say it was in the dormant stage when it was first found, and then explosion when Sammy
Maybe.
woke it up.
Maybe.
And it was like, oh god!
Ah,
At least it was wave 3.
Yeah.
So Brandon, I noticed you went back on the Splatoon. Are you gonna join back in?
Oh,
Why not?
I want a shiny hunt in Let's Go.
The shinies could wait though. We have multiplayer. Play with friends.
one of us. One of us.
If you want a shiny hunt, that's fine.
Come play with us forever and ever and ever.
I'm gonna keep calling you Austin.
No.
But yeah, I've been roaming. I've been roaming around
You know
the.
what? That fits.
I've been roaming around the DC site. Yeah, it's definitely a case of, oh, hey, you can read all the news for free. Look at encyclopedia pages. I think I haven't checked that yet.
Honestly, it sounds like they don't have enough material to warrant paying for it yet.
Yeah, I think maybe they needed a little more time to, or at least
No.
more of an initial output ready.
No, they do. No.
They have access to the comics, but what in way of TV shows do they have besides?
They have all teams. They have the first 3 seasons of Teen Titans. Okay, back to being signed in.
Got like Young Justice and like I figured they probably have a lot of the animated shows on there.
Okay, let's see here. They have.
Do they have the live?
They have the animated movies. They have Constantine season 1 because that's literally the only season.
That's
Constantine.
the only season for Constantine.
Yeah, that's the only season of Constantine. They have
What about the CW?
all of. Hang on. They have all of the Wonder Woman in remastered in the HD. The season from the series from 1975 to 1979.
Oh,
They have all of the old Batman movies.
nice. So like the all like the Burton Schumacher era ones.
1989, 1992, 1995, 1997.
That's all of them.
Superman the movie,
Oh, cool. They have the green.
Superman 2. They also have Superboy, which was 1988 to
Yeah, that's a
1992.
live action series for a few.
Do they have Smallville?
Don't know. Birds of Prey.
Lois Clark, is that on there?
Birds of Prey. Birds of Prey was a side story to.
Yeah, that was
Smallville.
a one-season show. Yeah.
That was alongside Smallville.
Yeah, that was 2002 to 2003. They have Flash from 1990 to 19.
Flash series?
Well, yeah, like season 1. I'm assuming.
Wait,
There was
the
only
original
one
Flash series?
Yes. Wait. Okay. I don't know specifically, but I do remember like seeing an image of like what this Flash is looking like with a scene that I just saw on
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's gonna be guest starring in the new CW crossover coming out soon.
with Supergirl and
You're gonna introduce
Arrow.
Rose's Batwoman, and they've got like Stephen Amell and like Green Arrow and Barry Allen have like they're sort of like Elseworld style, so they essentially like swapped hero roles.
okay, so this is all the live.
Sorry,
They have Titan Constantine.
I had no way of protecting myself.
Okay, they have Titans, Constantine, Wonder Woman that I mentioned, the Adventures of Superman, which I mentioned, Prey, The Flash, Lois and Clark,
No, okay.
Human Target, The Adventures of Superman, the 6 seasons,
Oh, okay. Wait, you mean like the George Reeves ones? Or like the cartoon from that time?
The animated series. Let's see Adventures of Superman.
No. I'm talking about, no. Basically, they have a section called Series. These are all live action.
Oh, okay. Do they have like a separate separate one for?
Hang on, I'm not done. They also have Superman Serials. Like
Okay.
serial code. Like that.
All right. It's I mean,
Okay, so...
they're definitely making use of their backlog so far.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but they
Oh,
don't have Smallville.
Do they have Batman Beyond?
Okay, so they have Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Superman movie, Superman
What about
2.
Batman the animated series?
Hang on. I'm going by what category they're in. So first is all the live action and stuff that they have on file, because I'm guessing they have to scrounge together all of like Smallville since it's 10 seasons.
I can't imagine them having a backlog of Static Shock, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
It's really just a...
Never really gave that a proper like home video release, so that would be great to have on stream.
Okay, so
Totally worth it.
back to the list. They have Superman 2. These are still the movies. Superman 3, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Then they have Justice League War, the animated. Okay, so it goes into animated.
Oh yeah, they have
so
the animated.
Justice League War, which is one of the newer movies.
I would not be surprised if Gods and Monsters are on that list.
Hang on, I'm not. Hang on. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. That one.
yeah, they have like the newer-ish animated movie.
Gods
So-
and Monsters is like a retelling of the original three's backstories.
In like
But-
a kind of thing.
Yeah,
No, they
Elseworlds
don't.
kind
No,
of
they
thing.
don't have it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's a Seymour button. Okay, so,
So-
Justice League, Throne of Atlantis, Flashpoint Paradox, Batman Year One,
Oh, okay.
The Death of Superman, which recently came out,
Yeah.
Supergirl the movie. That's live action.
The live action one?
Yeah, 1984.
Oh fuck, do they have Catwoman?
I don't. Give me a moment.
The Halle Berry one?
Hang on. I don't know. You're.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking.
Oh.
Is that what you're asking? Like if they have the Halle Berry one?
Oh yeah, the Halle Berry one.
I'll give you. I'll give you a year if it hasn't.
Okay.
Batman Under the Red Hood.
Oh, I love that
was
movie.
really good.
Batman Assault on Arkham.
Isn't that the one where they have John DiMaggio
Maggio as the Joker, yeah.
Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
One of
Yes!
the ones?
Yes! The best movie!
Batman Gotham by Gaslight.
I haven't
Steampunk.
seen that one yet.
Oh, okay, so that one takes place in Old England, and Jack the Ripper is... Oh, it's so good. From what I heard, it's one of the best. In fact, they wanted to make a game off of that.
Yeah, because I know Mike Mignola did the art for the original comic, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Shit. Better.
I never got to see the stories, I just know about them.
Okay.
You might lose me because battery's low. Damn tablet. No, Yoshi! No!
So yeah, Justice League Gods and Monsters. So
It's basically the guy. Basically, Czar decided to say,
no. Okay, so Superman is not the son of Jor-El in the story. He's the son of Zod.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, Zod didn't make it off the planet, so he decided.
And he landed in the middle of Metropolis. The government got a hold of his ship and stole all the documentation. Like Lex Luthor is actually a good guy in this one.
Yeah, and Batman is a vampire.
Yeah, Batman's a vampire, and
basically, Man-Bat actually turned into a vampire, but
actually,
instead
you're
of turning
right.
into-
Yeah, it is Man-Bat. It's the same character of Man-Bat.
but the DNA thing that he was going through in college didn't turn him into Man-Bat. It turned him into a vampire, and he just decided to take Batman.
Yeah, the reason why that happened is because in this story, Man-Bat, so he wanted to just
Leukemia.
Yeah, no. Okay, so in this story he has leukemia, but in the actual Man-Bat actual canonical background, he's just a guy playing with DNA.
Yeah.
And yeah, the reason why he's doing this is to cure himself of blood cancer, basically.
He's basically trying to give himself a healing factor of that disease.
Yeah. And so he ends up making himself a vampire, not just by his own work, but work with
Nanomachines.
yeah, but the guy specifically, the guy who makes the Metal Men.
Oh,
Forget what his name is.
yeah, that guy.
But yeah, he works with him to produce it because, as he said himself, the serum just doesn't last long enough in the body for it to take effect. So it has to be administered by the nanomachines.
And that's when his DNA decided to go this is the blood of a vampire bat. He now has a craving for blood, and he gets all these supernatural powers.
Yeah, he's basically like Spider-Man, but bat.
And Wonder Woman is a new god in this one.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is a new god, daughter of
The Allfather?
Still Zeus?
the Allfather, who ends up killing frigging Darkseid and
Like a
all
Red
of the
Wedding style
people.
thing.
Oh, okay. So instead
She's, like,
of
betrothed to
okay,
Orion
instead
Instead
and
of
wait,
trading children, they try and intermarry to make one giant family. But that was a cover up for them to just get on the planet and kill everybody.
yeah, it's like a full Red Wedding thing.
Yeah.
okay, so
And then she's like all betrayed because like this wasn't what she'd signed up for, and she was actually starting to feel for Orion too, who she was
Exactly.
to.
Mm-hmm.
so Wonder Woman is actually Greek. I mean Norse, not Greek.
Not
Or she's
in
still
that
Greek.
story. Mm-mm. Neither.
Okay, back to the list. Superman, Shazam, The Return, Black Adam, Justice League, Crisis on Two Earths,
That's a good movie.
Justice League Doom,
Yeah, that one's
Dude,
cool.
what's that one again? I forget.
That's like Tower of Babel. It's the one where the villains break into Batman's archive of all the other Justice League.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
War. Okay,
yeah,
War is
yeah,
the
yeah.
one I'm
That one's
thinking
good.
of. That's Darkseid's attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
Justice League: The New Frontier.
I really like how
Oh,
they're
there's God
starting.
monsters.
Yeah, I really like how they're incorporating more and more Cyborg into the
Yeah, they're
ALA.
making it feel more of a They've really been sort of working to make it feel like a member of that team.
You know what's even better? Most of the depictions of him, they're using his friggin' Teen Titans voice actor.
Yeah. Even though he's still doing like Teen Titans Go and stuff,
Yeah,
and
can I
also
continue?
Justice League ones version as well.
Green Lantern, Emerald Knights.
You mean the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern?
Or,
No.
no, the
No. Emerald Knights, yeah, is an animated. They have a 3D animated one that is amazing. Because it's like it's like a good cop. It's a good cop, bad cop show. Where at first it's just the ship and Hal Jordan and freaking Mr. Poozer himself, Kilowog, and then they get a Red Lantern on their ship, and they're like good cop, bad cop the whole freaking time.
And it's not Atrocitus?
It's not Atrocitus.
Yeah, it's another guy.
It's basically a guy that became a Red Lantern because,
His wife got killed.
and basically the AI decided to
Probe into his mind and take a form that was
the facial
familiar.
form of his wife.
Yeah. He actually started falling in love with her. And do you want spoilers for the end of that series?
Go ahead.
He ends up becoming a Blue Lantern at the end of the series.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a better ending than what I saw.
Yeah.
'cause,
The very end of it, like they go their separate ways, and he loses his power ring. But then you see a hint that he's going to get a blue power ring next because he has hope for the future.
Aw, that's actually a nice, really sweet ending to his arc right there.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
very good.
He
Okay,
goes
what
from
I
half power
okay the
ring-
last of that the last of that show I remember, like I remember seeing like a blue ring going to a guy that climbed a mountain.
That's Saint Walker.
Okay, yeah, well, that's basically the last I remember, other than like the Red Lantern Corps leader taking over the ship.
Yeah, Atrocitus.
Yeah, that's the last episode I saw, and that's where this series ended for me.
I'm surprised I've been able to autopilot this long.
Considering we've been talking about comics so much.
Yes!
okay, let me continue with the movies.
I'm sorry.
Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Yes,
Oh, that's a good movie.
Batman: Mystery of the Batwoman.
that's okay.
That's a decent, yeah.
Son of Batman.
That
Batman
was-
vs. Robin.
That was pretty good. Batman versus Robin. That's Damian Wayne with the
Damian.
Yeah. Basically, it's the movie. It's the movie right after Son of Batman.
It's Damian Wayne with the Teen Titans against freaking.
No. That's the one where the Court of Owls shows up.
Oh yeah, Court of Owls. That stuff. I loved that stuff.
Batman versus.
Yeah, Batman versus Robin.
Really? I could have sworn it was the one where
that's
fighting...
Justice League versus Teen Titans.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
Yeah,
Then there's Batman Ninja.
Good.
That's the one where they're controlled by Trigon.
Yeah, Batman Ninja.
I
Wonder
wanna
Woman
see that.
2009.
And
I
then
heard
sequel
of
to that
how
is,
ridiculous.
Does the Terra story?
Yeah, it's good on the ridiculous side.
Okay, so I really liked how they handled the Terra storyline in the original Teen Titans.
Yeah,
that
was like my favorite season of that show.
I hate what they did to it in Teen Titans Go.
Oh, yeah, where they kind of play it for laughs.
They play it for laughs, and they reverted it to its original storyline.
Yeah, well, also,
she never
version doesn't have Slade in it, right? Since Slade only
It does.
Stuff in the
It does.
In
the movie,
Wonder
yes,
Woman
but-
2009, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Part 1, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. They look animated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm just-
it's an adaptation of the comic. RoboCop voices Batman, which is pretty cool.
And Superman Doomsday.
Yeah, I'm just so freaking pissed that they reverted it because, like, she acts like she never liked Beast Boy, and you know that she did in the original series.
Yeah.
I think they were just trying to, like, summarize it.
No, they weren't. Like, okay, so they actually modified the story to make it a little bit more kid-friendly, because betrayal isn't something you want to show kids, in a sense, or like falsities. They handled it well.
Okay,
And
now
I really like the new story better than the. Oh yeah, I just pretended to like you this whole time. I've been using you this entire time, and I work for the asshole. Oh yeah, I also smoke, and I hate you.
Okay, now here's the animated series. Batman, the animated series, remastered in HD. It's the 2 seasons from 1992.
All right, and they've got because they had New Adventures of Batman and Robin, and then the Batman Adventure. Those are
Okay, well, let me continue. Super Friends, the 9 seasons.
Oh my gosh, the original?
Apparently?
one.
Hang on. 1973.
That's,
Wow.
Oh wow.
Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young Justice.
Cool.
The Teen Titans, 3 seasons. Skipping these 2 for last.
Yeah, that's another thing about Teen Titans that I wasn't very happy about. Did they
Justice
get canceled or did they just stop? Because they never.
I think they were canceled for budget. Actually, I don't know. I think it was just like it takes a long time to write out a story for Young Justice.
I'm super mad because they got through every single character except for Beast Boy.
I think they're getting to him in the next season.
I think the reason why they didn't is because his story. Well, I mean, besides Raven, but they managed to.
His story is the most messed up.
Yeah, his story is the most messed up.
His isn't his just like a disease?
Okay, so there's 2 interpretations: the Young Justice one and the disease one.
Yeah, basically,
disease one just doesn't make any sense, and then the other one is dark.
it's basically Martian
I
DNA.
don't remember what Young Justice's version was.
It's
Okay, so
it's the
he
Martian
was-
DNA.
Yeah, no. Let me explain it.
What?
So they were visiting. The actress of Miss Martian's favorite show, and
Because
who
she
she decided to look like in her human.
her human form is that of the
The actress.
when she was young.
Yeah. And so they decided to visit her. In the process, they got attacked by villains, and he was in the barn when it pretty much got exploded.
And he needed a blood transfusion.
Yeah, and the only thing they could do, the only match they could do was Miss Martian, because she could match her blood to his to fix it.
Oh.
Lo and behold,
And he survived, but it kind of...
No. He does not change immediately. After the blood transfusion, he does have green eyes versus his, I believe, regular hazel eyes.
and
But he doesn't get green skin until after his mother dies.
Oh.
And a lot of people are speculating it's actually a toss-up. It could be due to Miss Martian's genetics, or it could be just be that the trauma activated a metagene that was already present.
Oh.
okay,
That's an
okay,
interesting take on it.
okay. Let me continue.
Yeah.
Justice League, the 2 seasons. Justice League Unlimited, the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Superman, the animated series.
Sweet.
Legion of Superheroes, which is the series where they're all like very young.
Yeah, with like Superboy and Brainiac 5. And...
Yes.
Oh, I like that series. It's so good.
I've seen some of it. It's pretty fun.
There's 2 Supermen.
And Superman Max Fleischer cartoons.
Oh, cool. They have those.
And now for the last 2 that I skipped. Static Shock,
Yay!
Batman Beyond.
Woohoo!
Okay, they do have Static Shock. That's really sweet. I've been meaning to actually watch that, go through that whole series for the longest time.
I'm so upset they had to cancel that series. They ended it on a good thing, like return to status quo, but it still irked me.
Okay, then they have specials. Look Up in the Sky, The Amazing Story of Superman.
Oh, yeah, they have some of the documentary stuff.
Yeah, Batman Unmasked, The Psychology of the Dark Knight, Secret Origin, The Story of DC Comics, DC IRL.
Do they have Superman World's Greatest?
What was that?
It would technically be 3 episodes of the Superman the Animated. Should be.
No. This one was shoot. It's when he was dying. I forget what it's called.
Okay, what specifically is it? Is it an anime series?
Sorry, what was that?
Was it All-Star Superman?
Yeah, All-Star Superman. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, well,
It's animated.
Yeah.
I told you the entire list.
I don't remember if you said it. That's the problem.
Okay, let me finish up the specials.
I
DCRL,
don't recall All-Star being on there.
Okay.
DC University, The Science of Superman, Legends of the Superheroes, Batman Tech, The Spirit. Okay, so...
You know who they really need to bring back? Speaking of... Freaking The Question.
I love the question. Oh my god, he was one of my favorite characters on
The dude without a face?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the show, Turk?
It's not a show. It's just a one-off movie. It's called All-Star Superman.
Based on a Grant Morrison miniseries.
Yeah, it's when he gets so much solar power that he is actually dying from the oversaturation.
Is this the one where he becomes the sun?
Yeah, and he,
Kind of. Actually, yeah, kind of, yeah.
All-Star Superman... No.
And, like, honestly, the comics version is, like, best Superman comic I've ever read.
Okay, they have shorts. Hang on.
Yes, you
DC
can
Nation shorts, the new Teen Titans. When did this come out? Oh, 2012. DC Nation shorts.
Worth it! I'm dead.
Wonder Woman. DC Nation shorts, Tales of Metropolis. Doom Patrol. Shazam.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I remember some of these shorts. Like, they were on some of the animated movies as bonus features.
Yeah, like one of those ones where it's like the future.
DC animated, DC Nation shorts, Amethyst, Princess of Gemworld.
What?
I don't remember that one.
When did Steven Universe become a thing for DC?
A while ago, because Cartoon Network?
In the real world again.
Well, I know, well, technically, Warner Bros. Does own both. 'Cause
True.
DC Nation
Network
Shorts,
is
Animal Man. Oh, they had Nation Shorts of Batman Beyond.
Oh.
Batman of Shanghai, Batman Strange Days, Creature Commandos, World's Funniest.
So a lot of odds and ends kind of stuff.
Probably Dead Man.
Oh, do they have any of those, like, really weird, like, unaired pilots and stuff?
I don't know yet.
doubt it.
Hang on.
I doubt it.
Because I know they have
Farm
some
League.
post features on other stuff.
Farm League, Green Arrow,
Maw's near the
Metal
point.
Man, Plastic Man. Riddle me this. Huh.
Wait, do they
Riddler
have
had-
the Batman?
You mean like the actual show?
Yeah, it's a show called The Batman.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
Hang on.
It had some really good episodes. Like, the way they handled, like, Robin's origin was actually really well done.
Their version of the Joker is pretty sweet.
Like, I didn't really like their interpretation.
Shade the Changing Man.
Yeah, he was sort of like a weird emo, and Joker's was odd.
I liked it.
The one that I liked the most was this
Riddler was kind of fun.
Like, do something a little interesting, at least with his suit design.
Yeah, but isn't
Riddler and Penguin were pretty fun.
character. He's just kind of like he kind of feels like a one-dimensional, like, bad guy with powers.
What about the Penguin?
The Penguin I like on that show. The Penguin feels about right. And Catwoman is good.
Bane is good.
On the Batman?
Yeah.
Animated series.
He's accurately
his design
depicted.
is like an interesting, like, monster-y thing, but
No, he's accurate. When he's not in his juiced up form, he is accurately portrayed.
oh, okay. Yeah. Because for some
I'm
reason,
gonna go with a no, Terp.
for me, a lot of the animated ones, like, especially even like Batman the Animated Series, for all of the villains they absolutely nailed, Bane just never felt quite right to me, their version of it.
Are we gonna call it now or? Oh.
I kind of started. We'll do one more.
Okay.
Okay, so back to what I was saying. In Shade the Changing Man. Super Best Friends Forever.
A moist yeet.
DC Super Pets.
Not
Oh
surprised.
yeah. Do they have that unused Adventures pilot that's freaking terrifying?
I don't think so. I honestly don't know.
I don't recall this. What are we talking about?
Superman of Tokyo, Sword of the Atom, Thunder and Lightning, Vibe.
I haven't actually heard about some of these short films.
Oh no! I just remembered frigging Firestorm's catchphrase in frigging Justice League Action.
Oh!
The heat is on!
If we're gonna go on like the best like lines of like certain characters, can we just go back to Blue Beetle's diss on Cyborg? Scarab's got your tech beat. It's the man, not the machine.
Got you beat there too.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah, that's basically about it. It's either something they're trying to get all of the stuff for and probably HDing it, or I don't know.
Somebody chuck a bomb over.
He's like, ah! Never mind.
Somebody chuck a bomb.
As soon as I res.
Merci, monsieur. Ah! I should have come over here.
Okay, res me before you die. There's only 2 people left.
And dead.
Nope, we're good.
Oh.
The other teammate was smart enough to ult.
Wait, what? Why is it the
I'm dead.
like 20?
No! I want to live! Ah!
This is wave 1.
What?
Literally an impossible way to start.
What?
Yeah, it was wave 1 and the quota was 20.
What?
Like,
The
our quota
fuck?
was 15.
Okay, maybe you guys are getting higher up in the chain where it's starting to get more difficult.
Well, I was at 120. No, 100.
I'm at 310. Anyway,
Maybe there's a tiering system for professional too.
there is. Like, I think it's like every 100 points to get a little more challenging. Anyway, we'll call it now, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, folks, that's us for tonight. We'll see you guys again tomorrow with some dot hack. More than likely, that dot hack will be replaced with Kingdom Hearts 2 tomorrow as well. We will see you guys again with what is this week? It's Custom Robo and
I have this written down. It is Red Sunday tomorrow.
Yeah, I know which one it is, but I forget what the minute one. Resident Evil 7 and Custom Robo. Hopefully we'll be done Custom Robo and we can move on to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And then we'll see you guys again on Thursday for our Multi-Mayhem streams, on Saturday, or wait, on Thursday for our Everything Else Thursday streams, on Saturday for our Multi-Mayhem streams, and we'll see you guys again next Sunday for our regular streams. See you guys then.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.